All right. So my name is Chabo. I'm one of the Unnamed Adventure Guild's cameo DMs. I'm running a kind of like a one shot called The Hunt for Harley. Uh, One of our PCs. Uh, one of our PCs, Harley Quinn, which is played by Will, is on a pilgrimage to discover her new powers. So she left Illumina. And so, with that, I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. From my left to right, we'll go ahead and start with Alex.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Hi, everybody. I'm Alex Blanco, also known as Alex Number 2 here on the UAG. Now I'll be playing a new character. His name is Oliver Grovin. He is a level 2 human variant divine soul sorcerer of Ilmater. Very worried about just really everyone's well-being. Doesn't know what path he's on, but is just following it for the sake of following it. And he's chosen for some reason, but doesn't know why.
All right. Next, we'll have Matthew Gillum.
Good job on the pronunciation.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Matthew. I'll be playing Jandar, the Sage Cleric of Reorix. I'm a Cleric of the Forge, and I'm a level 3 Cleric.
All right. Next, we have Matt.
I'm Matt. I'll be playing Adrian, the co-Archmage of Illumina.
All right. And then we have Will.
Hello, I'm Will. I'll be playing Harley Quinn, the aforementioned runner offer.
Okay. So, Harley, you left the city, and you not sure where you want to go. I know you know where you're going, but let's say for this, that you were like, well, trying to figure out where I want to go, kind of. So you're like, hey, why don't I take a boat out in the sea? Nobody's messing with me. Clear my mind and see where I want to go. Okay, so the ship is leaving port at night for some reason, and you just happen to catch the first mate at the bottom of the gangplank. He's kind of surprised to see you, because normally people don't come up there in the middle of the night right before they shove off. But he's like, "Yeah, how can I help you?"
Yeah, I need passage out of here, please.
He's like, "Okay, well, this is we're heading out to open sea, kind of trying to get out of here. All these weird things happening with the magic." He said, "Are you all right with that?"
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Wherever you're going, it doesn't matter to me.
He says, "Okay." He's like, "Well," he says, "Go ahead and come aboard, and we'll talk payment for fare once we get on the way." Okay.
It's fine, no worries. I'm going to go down below decks.
Okay. He says there should be a bunk away from the rest of them. There's some traveler quarters up towards the front of the ship. Should be one empty. Go ahead and take that one.
Right. So she'll just go down to the hold there and just kind of unpack her things. What she needs in order to get comfortable. She'll pull out a book, and the title of the book is Self-Help and How to Reestablish Your Connection with Your Identity.
All right.
And then subtitled An Idiot's Guide to Remembering Who You Are.
Okay, sounds great. All right, so you go down. You find the quarters. It's kind of small, but really, that's all you really need. It's just a cot and maybe like a little dresser with a wash basin on top of it, bolted down to it. And across the way, you see there's another one that's occupied. Just some nondescript person. They nod to you and they close their door, and so you get settled in. You're good to go. A few minutes later, you hear the first mate calling out orders and stuff, and you can hear the rattle of the gangplank being pulled up onto the ship. Ship starts creaking. You can finally, after about 10 minutes or so, you can feel the ship starting to lurch forward as the winds catch the sail, and you are off. And I'm going to leave you there at this moment. So, well, did you know that you were being tracked by Delanos? Delanos is one of those people that cares for a lot of people, and so he happened just to catch you out of the corner of his eye, leaving the UAG with a lot of your stuff in hand and a look on your face that you just needed to get out of here. So you leave. Doesn't make any attempt to stop the ship or anything, but he does go over to the harbor master and inquires where the ship is heading and its course and whatnot, and he gets that information from him, whatever way he can. And he heads back to the UAG. He comes in. So, Jander, you are probably down in the common area eating supper, and you see Delanos walk in. He's got a quick step to him, and he seems determined to get where he's getting. He walks past everybody. There's people here and there, in and out. The guild there's always somebody coming in and out. And he shoots to the side and ventures off into Pincus's office. A few minutes later, Pincus comes out and he says, I need help. He says, I need 3 people. He says, you. Points to you, Jander.
Yes, sir.
He says you, and then he points to what's your character's name again, Alex?
Oliver.
Oliver. All right, I'm gonna write that down so I stop forgetting that stuff.
I didn't post it in chat anyway, so not bad. He'll stand up and just say, yeah, Pincus, what's going on?
He says, I'm going to need your help. It's like, drat. Who else can I get? So, Adrian. So, what are you doing at this moment? It's evening time. Probably maybe about 2 hours after sundown.
Probably not very much.
Did you be in the tower?
Yeah.
Okay, so Oliver, Pincus is going to tell you to run over to the Mages Guild and see who you can find over there and ask him to come.
All right. I mean, I don't know the place very well, but I can try.
He gives you directions. It's like, look, it's easy. Just head this way, that way, this way. You're smart enough. He says, get it done. You should have no problem. Okay. So you shoot down the road, walking at a fast, brisk pace. You get to the guild, to the Mages Guild.
Just knock on the door.
Okay.
maybe someone will answer. If not, then I'll just open it.
Yeah, someone will answer.
I'll just ask the person who does. Just like, hi, I was looking for someone on request of Pincus. Just someone to aid for the UAG on a mission. It's kind of urgent.
Yeah. Up the stairs about 2 floors. You can't miss it.
All right, thank you. Yeah. Just be walking around, just looking at everything, kind of in shock and awe, just like, whoa, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, so you finally make it to the door. You see it says Archmage on it. It says Adrian. Not sure what your last name is, Adrian, but it says your name on there. But yeah, you get the door, yep.
A woman in her 20s opens the door.
Hi. Yeah, sorry to bother you. I'm Oliver. I was sent here by Pincus from UAG. I was told to come up here.
She invites you in. There's a high of a man sitting behind the desk.
All right. Sure. Yeah, I'll walk over.
Pincus gave you a piece of paper also to hand to him.
Okay. Just introduce myself again.
Yeah.
Just say I think you're the person whose name is on the door, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, I was told to give you this.
Okay.
Okay.
Take
So
it. Reason I say.
Yeah, so Pincus is, you see it's his script, but it's really fast and kind of crappy. He says, hey, I need you for a mission. One of our members took off, and there's a lot of people concerned about her, and she left on a ship. So if you can help, it would be appreciated. Pincus.
So I stand up and I grab my stuff that's off in a corner, and I say to my assistant, make sure the healing potions get delivered on time, and yeah, and just because I'm gone doesn't mean you can have wandering hands. Yeah. And I turned to the guy and said, there are a lot of valuable stuff, and my secretary is still trying to make it in a non. Let's just say everyone has an interesting past, and I have.
Maybe you should think about getting a new secretary.
Yeah. Well, as I head out, I give her a nice long deep kiss, and I say,
"Oh, that's why it's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
That makes sense now."
Don't know how long I'll be gone, but I always come back.
All right. So you guys head back to the guild. Yeah, so you get back and Pincus is there. He's like, hey, you know who? He says Harley took off, and Delano's here said that he saw her get on a boat. He got the course and the course and the final destination or whatnot. He says, I've already talked to another captain that's gonna
Oh, where's the destination?
says that they're sailing back around to the other side of. Give me a second. I gotta find that damn find map. Bearwood. So basically, it's on the other side of Pandaway, the opposite of freaking Airwood. Give me a second if I can find that map real quick. And of course, when I'm looking for it, that's when it's not there. Let's see.
So, like, across the world.
Yeah, basically. So that they're. I think this is the map. Hold on a second.
Great.
Is like, well, I'm hoping that you guys will be able to catch those ship before they get too far out, I'm gonna screen shares with you guys in a second. All right, so this is a map of Airwood. Okay, of course we're in this area over here. We're somewhere over here. Where the hell are we? We're over in this area, aren't we?
A little bit lower.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lower than that?
No, I meant like 2 hexes.
Oh. My bad. I haven't looked at this damn map in a long
Yeah,
time.
so we're about there.
Yeah, so we're about here, okay? He says that they're supposed to sail through here. Maybe they're going to stop at Kern, and then they're going to head out to open ocean. And once they finish, they should set anchor in this part over here. So they're just basically going across the ocean right there. Unbeknownst to Harley at the time that she took the voyage, they're trying to get across the ocean and get over here. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a long ship ride, but she doesn't know that. She just wanted fare get over there. So we'll be in open ocean for a very long time, but I'm hoping that Piggins is like, I hope that you guys can catch up to her, maybe in Kern, and if we can't get to her in Kern, then at least before you hit deep ocean over here, which we'll see what happens. So, yeah, that's what he says. And we should have one other person coming in a few minutes. So you guys also see Raz being in there. He's going to come along. He says, yeah, he says they should be leaving port here and within about half an hour. He says if there's anything you guys need, you can grab from the storeroom or whatnot. He's like, that's all I got for you. And Pincus goes back to his office. One sec. Elvadar. Okay, you're hitting the Elvadar. Okay.
Elvadar. It's like El Dorado.
Oh, yeah. Now I gotta find out where the hell Elvadar is. Give me a second, guys.
Check the northwest quadrant of the map. It's right there, almost at the very end. It's the only town in the northwest quadrant.
Ah, okay. Okay.
By the Shadowwood.
I got you. All right. So that fixes that. So forget all that said about the open ocean shit. He says, yeah, the final destination is going to be Elvadar. There you go. So he's going to hit Kern, and then he's going to hit up the coast, and they might stop also in Dimwood, and then from there they're going straight on to Elvadar. But after they leave Dimwood, they're supposed to head into a little bit deeper ocean, so they can get away from the shore, and then they'll be there. So that's where we've been going.
Do we know how long ago she left? Like how like
within the last half hour she left. The ship just pulled out of the when Delanos came in. When you seen Delanos come in, the ship had just left. So may not be too far off, but the quickest I could get another ship to leave, or that is leaving, it's within a half an hour now.
Then we should go now.
Yeah, he says, yeah.
You said they're stopping in Kern, right?
Right. The problem is that the ship that she left on is a cutter. It's pretty fast. He says, and the ship that you guys will be riding on is. It's more like no, it's not. It's more like the size of a galleon, kind of sort of. So it's a very big ship. So you guys are going to be chasing after her. Hopefully that ship will be in port for a couple days or something. You can catch up. Anyways, he says, yeah, you guys got your assignment. He says, once you catch up to her, Adrian, hopefully you can get her to come back. If not, then just head back. He hands you a letter, and it's basically like an empty checkbook for the sea captain in case you guys need to acquire anything else on your travels, like horses or anything like that. That's what he does.
Why do they also the silver arrows?
Okay. Thanks for reading.
All right.
All right. So with that, you guys are free for half an hour before the ship leaves.
I am gonna go looking for Rev Jack if he's in town.
Yeah, he's in town. He just came back from Endotrion with you.
Yeah. Just because Oliver doesn't know anyone else and trusts him. It's just gonna knock on his door, just kind of rapidly. Just
okay. He's like, yeah. Hold on. He comes out, just wearing a pair of shorts, or whatever, underpants. He's like, what? What's going on?
Yeah, we're heading out on a mission now. Harley's missing.
He's like, oh shit, what happened?
We don't know. That's kind of why we're looking for her.
He's like, well, this is what do you need from me? How many people are going?
I mean, so far just 4 of us. I mean, we got this guy named Adrian.
He's like, oh,
big shot.
He's the archmage. You guys will be good. He says, I'm leaving tomorrow for what the hell city is Ginian?
Goldshire.
Where the hell is that?
It's like north.
It's not on the map.
It's not on the map. I made it up.
Oh,
It's,
okay. Is it like in the Mist Kingdom? Is it like...
It's
It-
northeast of Loxy in those mountain ranges. It's like
Oh,
right
okay.
there. That's
Sweet,
their hometown.
okay. All right. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm heading out to Loxy tomorrow. He says, or to Goldshire. He says, like, I can't help. Sorry. He says, but Adrian has more than able to handle everything you guys are going to come up on.
I mean, I just thought you'd want to know just because you were
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of worrying about
Like-
her yesterday, and
Yeah, he says, he's like, yeah, definitely. Damn. He says, here, he hands you two healing potions after he heads inside, comes back. He's like, look, I don't know if that'll help you. He says, but he says, if you see any sirens out there, don't talk to them.
noted. All right.
Is there some do we have some sort of possession or garment of Harley?
Yeah, you could probably find. I don't know, what will we find in her room, Will? Or did she take everything?
The only thing that you would find in the room is what
Scratch.
Kukio found, which was the self-help book, a different copy, or a different self-help book, basically.
Okay.
And it was in her possession. It's been read through. You can tell it's dog-eared and everything else.
Okay, that works.
He says, yeah, Kukio will walk in. He's like, here, this is the last thing I found. She's been dodging me all day. It's pretty damn good, too. He says, but this is the, I gotta go. We got some issues. So he takes off.
We just have to stop at the jeweler.
Okay. So, yeah, you stop at the jeweler.
I went to a high-end jeweler.
Okay. You go to like a private residence or something like that?
I tell the guy I need a scrying ball.
Okay. He says, all right.
It's basically a crystal ball worth 1,000 gold.
Okay. All right, you give him 1,000 gold. He gives you a scrying ball. He's like, that's it?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Because I now know the spell scrying because I leveled up.
Nice.
Now level 11
nice.
because I decided to pump my last 3 tokens into Adren.
Sweet. Okay, so, you get your crystal ball. Anybody else need to make any kind of stops?
Yeah, I would like to locate a light crossbow, light hand crossbow, and
go ahead.
ammo.
All right, you probably find one in the guild, in the armory, that you can use for now. Unless you're trying to buy one that's better than one that's in the army is just a standard.
I'll make my own just as soon as I have a couple days.
Okay. You want to just buy the material?
I've actually got the material already.
Okay.
I just need the time to do it.
You
Okay,
just
well-
need an hour.
Yeah, but we only had 30 minutes before we left, so I was just holding off till we got on the boat.
Mm.
Okay. Well, if you want to just grab one just to use just in case, that's fine. You can grab one out of the armory.
All right, thank you.
And grab you 2 cases of bolts. And that should be plenty, unless you think you need more.
No, that should be fine.
All right. So Razbean, you walk in, and Pinka says, "Hey, you need work? Go with them."
Yes, sir. On my way. Thank you.
All right. All right. If anybody else needs to do anything else before you guys take off. I guess not. All right. So time flies. Half hour comes up. You guys head down to the piers. You find the boat that you guys are looking for. It's called the Gold Scallion. It's this big galleon type ship. It's got, I think galleons have 2 masts.
Yeah.
So you can tell that they're the last parts of what they need to load into the ship is being brought over. And so the first mate is down at the end of the gangplank on the pier himself. He says, UAG?
Yeah.
Okay, he says, go ahead on. He says, take the, there's 3 cabins in there. They've been set aside for you guys. They all have blue handkerchiefs hanging on the door. He says your voyage has already been paid.
Great.
He says, but we're on a tight schedule, so if you'll just head in there, we got to get going here soon. All right. So you guys get all stowed away. And with that, you guys see Delanos at the end of the pier waving. He makes some kind of like sign, like blessing you guys or whatever, and then he walks down here, disappears into the city. So you guys are on your way. So, Harley.
Yeah.
All right. So this ship is pretty fast. You guys have been on your way now for at least probably about an hour now. And so that being said, you guys are already halfway down the Kern. You're not really sure if this ship is using magical means or if it's just that fast or whatnot. But you can feel the sway of the ship. You don't get seasick, do you?
No.
Okay. But it's moving at a clip, so why don't you give me a con save?
Sure. 22.
Yeah, you're fine. So you're up there. Would you be in your cabin the whole time, or would you be out on the top deck?
No, she would be in her cabin. If she's not reading the pamphlet, book, whatever you want to call it, she would be trying to practice the exercises, the mental exercises that are in the book.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and roll for me?
What am I rolling?
I don't know. What do you got? You're a mystic now, so.
Well, no, she's more just practicing the different exercises that are labeled in the book, basically describing different types of disciplines, mental exercises in order to awaken sleeping parts of the mind. I guess the best way to describe it is she's trying to use her mind to. She's trying to refocus her mind, consolidate or bring together who she was as Zandrea, and who she is right now is Harley Quinn, and she's trying to find that balance. But what she's come to realize is that the voices that she's hearing, while they may sound like hers, they're not actually her voices. They are the voices of other people.
Okay.
And she's trying to, if you will, turn it off in order to stop hearing other people's thoughts.
Okay.
It's the best way that I can describe it.
So, what is the spell? The attack modifier for the mystic ability?
It goes off the intelligence spell attack modifier, so mine would be +7.
Okay. So I want you to make an intelligence roll with a +7. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to force one of these voices out of your head.
It's going to be a 25.
Okay. So one of them, you make it. It'd be the very first one that usually pops up in your head. Which one would that be?
The ability that she has is an ability of telepathy. She just doesn't know how to turn it off.
Okay.
So she would be able to block whoever would be, I guess, the guy or the girl or whoever the nondescript person was that's in the room the opposite of her. She would be basically listening to that person's internal monologue, and she's trying to shut it down. She's trying to gain control of her ability to talk to people telepathically.
Okay. Yeah. So for about 40 minutes, you're listening to this guy, his thoughts and everything, and they range from normal guys' things about the female body, and then it jumps to anxiety about what he's on his way to do, and a bunch of different things just kind of pop in his head. But eventually, you're starting to shut him out. And at one point, he kind of gets a little bit louder, and you feel like anger blowing up in him. And then finally, towards the end of the 40 minutes, you seem to feel like he's aware that somebody's listening to him. And then at that point, you gain control and you shut him out.
And she'll kind of just sigh a sigh of relief.
Right.
Because her mind is her own again, and there's nobody else's thoughts invading it.
Uh-huh. So, looks up real quick. So when you get done doing this, you're pretty exhausted.
Yes.
And so you gain a level of exhaustion.
Okie doke.
Just by the exertion of making your mind do something that you're just not used to doing. And for listening to his stupid shit for 40 minutes.
Yeah, that'll exhaust anybody.
Yeah, right. So with that, you're going to need at least a short rest before you can attempt this again.
Okay. So she'll just kind of chill for an hour.
Okay. So, so everybody on the golden shrimp, whatever that was called.
Scallion, right?
Yeah, there you go. So what happens when you don't write down stuff?
Come on, DM.
That damn DM.
Kidding.
All right, so the first mate comes and knocks on all your 3-year doors same time. Well, one after the other.
Oh my god.
And once you guys poke your head out, he's like, well, we're underway. He says, we're making as best time as we can. He says, but I will tell you that the speed of the cutter that you guys are talking about is probably about double of what we can do. He says, she's a sturdy ship. She's got good bones on her, but she is not fast. Not as fast as that one. He says, but hopefully we can catch up to her, or maybe Kern, or maybe Dimwood. We'll just have to wait and see. He says, but reason I want to let you know is that he says pirates have been spotted in this area ever since the chaos magic has started. And since magic's so hard to use, or has all the issues with it, our wizards on our boat have been more and more reluctant to use their magics to protect us. So, with that, there's a good possibility that we might be attacked. He says, yes, we're a big vessel and we have lots of men. He says, but a ship our size and cargo that we carry, usually we get attacked by a pair of boats. So, just making you aware, in case we need help. You know what's going on, okay?
Great. Yeah. It's wonderful. Yeah.
He says, on another note, he says, if you guys haven't eaten anything, he says that there's dry stores down the hall. We have hardtack, swill, and pickles. We do have some fresh fruit, but normally that doesn't last long until we get to the next port. So, there you go. Any questions?
Will we survive? Is the question.
More than likely, yeah.
All right, sure. Inside check. Oh, damn. Natural 19 plus 1.
Okay.
Modified 20.
He's telling you as much as the truth as he can. He's pretty confident in his ship, but yeah, there's always that feeling, the underlying feeling that he's not totally sure. But if you had to guess, he's probably about 8% sure that you guys will be all right. By he's talking and his facial movements and his demeanor.
Great.
All right. So I'm going to take a minute here. We had Aberdeen come in the last second. So Aberdeen, if you would, introduce yourself and your character.
All right. Name's Bender, playing Rasbean Tea Leaf, Arcane Trickster. Likes to try and help everybody he can as much as possible, and working on trying to be a wizard in the process as well. And unfortunately, because of the new stuff going on with chaos magic, he's trying to figure out what else he can do, considering he's not sure if that's a good idea anymore.
All right.
I'm going to go up to Oliver and I say, if you are worried about your safety at sea, he holds out a ring to Oliver.
What's this?
An item that might be able to help you if you're in trouble.
Will it kill me?
No.
All right, sure. Thanks.
I expect it back after.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah. You have a ring of water breathing that you need to attune to.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. Ring of water breathing. That's good if I go overboard, which is highly likely. All right. And then before he goes, he'll just stop you. He'll just grab you on the shoulder and just say, yeah, just a quick question. Archmage, that's kind of like a big deal in Illumina, right?
Yeah, if you weren't tricked into it.
Well, I apologize in advance if you were. But, I mean, I was just wondering, there's a bunch of wizards there and there's a bunch of magic users there, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just recently found out about my abilities. I mean, I've always had them, but now I finally made use of them, and I just
How old
want
are
to know.
you?
Yeah, 25.
That's a little late for sorcerers.
Well, I mean, I've had them for as long as I can remember, but I actually, once I started using them, some military officers noticed my powers and my healing abilities, and they immediately transferred me over to Endotrium. Be a battle medic.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, I've always had them, like, I'd usually use them if anyone, because, I mean, my family ran an ice mining operation up north over at Starfall, and I would always help any of the injured, and yeah, but apparently someone coughed whiff of the abilities that I have and decided they could be used for better use, and I mean, what could I do but just listen?
All right.
Did Harley make that will save? I mean, wisdom save?
When? What? Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see it. -4. So that is a. She got a 16.
Okay. I have visual on Harley. Because you needed to beat a 17.
Well, scheitze.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, so she's sitting in her bunk. We see her sitting in this little room on the ship, reading this book. I would guess she would be doing that this time.
Yes, that's what she would be doing.
Yeah. I can see and hear the target while I hold concentration. It's a 10-minute spell.
Okay.
10 minutes to cast, and I can hold it for 10 minutes.
All right. What do you want to do with it?
Just observing, seeing if I can notice anything about her surroundings.
Okay. Well, you notice it's a small room. It's definitely built like a little small ship cabin. Can you leave the room, or are you just in the room?
It's just focusing on the target.
Okay. Well, for 10 minutes, I would guess that she would be reading her book. And you see that she looks just a little bit tired. That she's seems like she has strained herself as of late, and she's kind of just taking it easy. Reason I say that is some of her makeup is where she had sweated, had come out, had kind of messed up just a tiny bit over around her temples. Her hair is just a little frizzed a little bit. Other than that, she's in comfortable clothes, sitting on her bed, reading this book,
Yeah.
concentrating.
Yeah, the sensor can move anywhere within 10 feet, so I'm going to try and make it look out a window or something.
Okay, well, her room is basically is 5 by 10. She is probably about 2 feet from the side of the ship. There is a small porthole there. You could probably move outside the porthole and see. Or you can probably move out to the hallway and see down the hall.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I want to look outside to get some see landmarks.
Okay. So, let's see. So you see outside this side of the ship, you can definitely see the coast, not too far off. You can see these mountains here. I guess these are mountains. I'm not really sure what.
I think those are hills.
Okay, so you can see the hills in the distance. And if you look forward, you can see the lights of a city. Just barely on the edge, you can see a lighthouse pushing off light up here. And if you had to guess, it's probably about.
Adrin's been to Kern, I think.
As what?
I think Adrin's been to Kern.
You're gonna turn?
No, Adrin's been to Kern City.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you see the lighthouse that Kern has out there on the shore. It's just a little bit further out. There's this rock knoll, just a little bit out from the city that they put a lighthouse because they get a lot of sea traffic right here. But you could definitely see Kern, but it's probably right at the edge of your vision. So usually people can see right about 40 miles out. So that would put you about right up here, I guess. Don't really know how big these hexes are.
I think they're supposed to be 8 miles.
Are they? Okay, so I'm gonna say that you guys are about right here. Okay, you're about 16 miles, maybe 24 out from Kern. So you're about right there. Yeah, and you guys just left over here, so you guys are probably be about right here right now. So they're ahead of you a good ways.
Yeah.
All right. So you got about a minute left.
If I got all the information I can, I'll just end it early.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell the rest of the group. Harley's almost at Kern.
How long has it been since we got word?
Since you guys have heard that she left?
Yeah.
Let's see.
1 eternity later.
So it was an hour after you found out she left that you guys left. And on top of that, you guys have been moving for at least about 2 hours. So it's been 3 hours. And
Already?
yeah.
I'm just gonna say that in character, just like she's already at Kern.
Well, she's almost at Kern.
Okay, wow. We're pretty far behind.
How are we ever going to catch her?
Yeah, I don't know. And we don't know where she's gonna go after that.
Yeah, their ship is...
Well, no, you guys know that the ship is chartered to stop at Dimwood and then head. The final destination is supposed to be Elvidar, which I'll show you guys. Because a map of the area is pretty common, and if you guys went up to the captain, he would have a map of the area. Anyways, so you guys are around. She's right about here. We are about right over here, and there's Kern. Here's Dimwood. There's Cedric, and then Elvidar is up here by the Shadowwood. So most of the time they run into the shallows here to keep away from pirates and stuff. That way, if they need you, they can hit shore or whatever. But they're going to be running a little bit deeper once they get out from Kern. They're going to head out, and Captain it goes over with you, Adrian, his course. So he's going to keep the shallows here. He's going to hit Kern.
Yeah.
He's going to go this path. He's going to follow this little deeper water here. And then he's going to come into port in Dimwood. And then from Dimwood, he's going to go into deeper water from there and follow that line all the way up to Elvedar. So he gets to about right here, and then he's going to head in.
Yeah.
He says there's a good current in this strip of deep water here that'll push us a little bit faster. He says if the cutter follows that, then they will fly pretty quick. He says, but if he keeps the shallows, then we may catch up to them right when they reach Elvedar if we catch some good time there. And hopefully the wind stays. He says, he looks at you, Oliver. He says, pray to whatever God you have. He says, hopefully they'll bless us with good winds.
My God doesn't care about winds.
He says, well, if you want to catch this person you're after, then you better hope he does.
Controlling winds was not a spell I learned.
He says, all right. So he says, if there's nothing else, I got to get back to my crew.
Yeah, the two spells I took when I leveled up were Scrying and I think it's Swift Wind Blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Control Winds was another 5th level spell I could took.
Right. Okay, so you guys are here. So within 2 hours, you guys are here, and by now, Kern would have been reached. So Harley, you get a knock at your door. It's the first mate. He says, "Ma'am, we've reached Kern. We'll be here maybe about an hour or so to get provisions, and then we'll probably leave." He says, if you need to get off, he says, we have a group of people going in. Some of the other passengers are going into Kern also, if you want to go with them.
I've never been to Kern before. What's here?
Well, you come into beautiful Kern.
Welcome to Kern. Enjoy the patented resorts.
Kern has a lot of beautiful stuff that's in Kern. You see this Kern front store there, and the Kern Alchemist shop, and the Kern Smithy. There's also a Kern guard with his majestic, dirty talward. He looks quite unhappy.
Kern is a market city.
Does it market Kern items?
Yeah. Kern and the one south of it are merchant cities. So
okay, so she'd be able to do some shopping, maybe look for some stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. She's gonna go try to find. She doesn't know exactly where she's going after she hits Elvedar. So she is going to try to find about 6 weeks worth of rations.
Okay.
And then she is going to she's going to look for doesn't believe she'll be heading back to Illumina anytime soon, so she's going to look for 2 magical items. One, a ring of free action, and the second would be a ring of spell storing.
All right.
Ring of Free Action is a rare, which
Ring of spell storing is a rare too.
which if you're buying a rare magic item, the pricing is 2d10 times 1,000.
Ouch. All right. So, they definitely have everything you need. So the free action is 2,000 gold,
Okay.
and the spell storing is 6,000 gold.
Done and done.
Okay.
All right.
You definitely find all the rations that you want. However much you want to buy, they definitely will have it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, she's about six weeks worth. She doesn't know how long she's going to be gone. She doesn't really believe she'll be returning to Illumina anytime in the near future. She's got this idea in her head that there is a order of monks in the Elvidar area. She heard somewhere from somebody, or maybe it was her own imagination, or her mind playing tricks on her. So she's just got this lock in her brain that she has to go to Elvidar. There's monks up there that can help her with hearing voices and not being able to reconcile who she was with who she is.
Okay.
And then as soon as she's done with the ring of spell, or gets the ring of spell storing and the ring of free action, she's going straight back to the boat with her rations and all that.
All right. So you're walking and somebody bumps into you ever so slightly, but I want you to roll a sleight of hand roll for me.
Okay. That's going to be a 29.
Yeah. So you definitely know what the bump is for. Make a perception roll for me, please.
Sure. It's going to be an 18.
All right. So yeah, you feel the ever slight bump on your whatever side your money pouch is on, and then you feel something tugging at your purse, and your hand reaches out and grabs a hand that is attempting to do such sloppy ass work. You turn to see this teenaged tiefling, ragged clothes. Looks like he's got a dagger on his stuffed in his belt, which realistically is just like an old kitchen knife. He's got a scowl on his face. He's like, "Let me go, because I wasn't doing nothing."
Okay, so Harley is just going to look at him, and she's going to use a very stern but soft voice. Give it back.
He's like, "I didn't get to take it." You look down; it's still on your belt, but his hand lets go of the pouch. He was just about to be able to pull it off, but you grabbed his hand right before he was able to.
Okay, so she's just going to stare at him for a moment, and he needs to make a intelligence saving throw, The target is 15.
Okay. He does make it.
Okay. So he is immune from the suggestion that Harley was about to give him. So she's just gonna send him off. Get out of here before I break your fingers.
He's like, whatever. Whatever, lady. He tries to mimic your accent, but he doesn't really do as good. He turns around and he kind of shuffles back into the crowd. He's trying to disappear. Actually, he rolled not too bad. He rolled a 24 on his stealth. So he melds back in the crowd, and if you want to follow him, you probably could, like with your eyes, but if not, then he just disappears and you.
Doing a quick check of her inventory stuff she's got on her. Nothing's missing, correct?
No. Nothing.
Yeah, so she's heading back to the ship. She's not really worried about an urchin. I mean, people got to eat, right?
Yeah.
Just as long as it's not, it's not. He's not stealing from her.
No. But you're walking and two men stand in front of you with clubs in their hands. They're like, we don't like people handling our thieves around here, lady. He's like, why don't you hand over some of that gold you got there? We'll leave you alone. The other one's like, yeah, tourist. He's like, fork it over, lady. Come on. They're gonna try and one of the guys is gonna try and intimidate you.
What's the opposition roll to that?
So
Insight?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna help him much. I got a 22.
Yeah, he got a 15. So yeah, he tries to intimidate you, but you're just like, what bullshit is this? So yeah, it doesn't work. Instead of him being intimidating, he just kind of seems more of an ass face. He's like, look, just give me the money. And you see people like looking, but they're kind of like shuffling away. You don't see any guards right in the area. You see some down the road, some about 50 feet away, but they're not paying attention to you. They're dealing with. They're dealing with the same kid that just tried to lift money off of you, but they're holding him up by his shirt and shaking him some.
So she's just gonna look at him. Leave now. Before I hutches.
He hutches. He's like, I guess we're going to teach you a lesson. All right, roll initiative.
You got it.
All right. What'd you get?
I got a 17.
Okay, you will go first.
All right. Free object interaction. She's going to pull out her baseball bat.
Okay.
And she's going to just kind of rest it on her shoulder. And she's actually going to... She's I don't know, called shots or not, but she's actually going to try to kneecap him.
All right, I'll let you do that. Roll.
All right, that's going to be that's a 14 to hit.
And give me 1 second. Finding this fool in the book here. Did you say 14?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
All right. And as she's swinging, she's going to say, good night. That's 6. All right, so 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
A mosquito bit me on my butt.
Okay.
It
Alright. What's your what's your
AC?
bonus? No, what's your bonus to hit?
My bonus to hit is with the bat is a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you take out the kneecap. He goes prone. The other one's like, oh shit. Oh, that's not good.
So she's just going to look at him. She's not going to move. She's just going to stand there. And she's going to, I told you to leave. Now pick your friend up and get out of here.
He's like, the other guy's like, oh, god damn it, she broke my damn knee. Oh, you fucking bitch.
So
And with him screaming, catches the guards' attention. They kind of walk briskly over. They're like, what's going on here? The guy's like, look, I was just walking, and this damn lady with this stick just broke my damn knee. He's going to try and roll persuasion. How are you at?
Wouldn't that be deception? He's lying.
For you, yeah. For me, it's persuasion, Matthew. So yeah, he rolled 15. Guard is like, nope. He's like, I know the hell you are. He's like, he's like, hobble your ass out of here. Get. He kicks him in his ass. And his friend picks him up. He's like, oh. He's like, sorry, lady. He's like, you're free to go.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
He's
And
like,
she'll go back to the boat or try to.
okay. So, yeah, you get done. You get back to the boat. You have about 40 minutes left before they leave. If there's anything else you want to do?
Nope, she's got what she believes she's going to need for the trek from Elvidar to the Shadowwood. So she's just going to kind of read her book, take a short rest until they're actually moving on this, on the water again while they're still in port. She's going to remain alert and keep her ears open for any traffic down the galleyway towards her door. But she'll read her book and just kind of take a short rest and take it easy.
Okay. So, yeah, nothing else goes on. 40 minutes goes by. First mate comes in down the hallway, knocks on the door, informs you that we're about to get back underway. And then he takes back off upstairs to the deck. And he starts barking out orders. And, of course, you hear boots running around everywhere. And then you guys are on your way.
All right, she's gonna continue reading her book. When she gets tired, she'll sleep or meditate, and just kind of deal with it until she can get to where she's going.
All right, sounds like a champ. Okay, so you guys get underway, and you guys are good to go. So, everybody else on the other boat, you guys take off. Let's see. Over here. So 5 hours later, you guys in the other boat, the Golden Scallion, reach Kern. And get into port. They tie off the ship. First mate comes to you guys and says, "Hey, we're going to be here about an hour. We're just getting some more provisions and dropping off some cargo and picking up some cargo, and then we'll be gone."
Yeah.
He says,
I'm gonna take this chance to go find a shop that sells high level scrolls.
"Okay,
I'm gonna go see if I can find a magical or magical or enchanted crossbow, maybe.
okay." All right. So, what were you looking for, Edrin? Again?
I'm looking for some 5th level spells.
Okay. So
I have to get them as spell scrolls because Throak is the only other character that has 5th level spells.
yeah. Let's see.
There we go. The rarity of 5th level spells is rare.
Okay. So I'm gonna take. It's gonna be 30% off of that. So you have. All right. All right. Yeah, you definitely find some 5th level spells. Which one in particular are you looking for? You just.
Teleportation circle.
Ooh.
All right. So yeah, you definitely find that. But you find it in the wizard that is selling it to you. Kind of seems a little shady.
I'm gonna insight him.
Okay.
I'm gonna be joining Adrin for all this, just because I find him interesting.
All right. So what's the opposite of insight? Deception?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's deception under anyways.
It's a charisma.
All right. What'd you get?
I got an 11 because I do not have insight.
Okay. He also got an 11. So he's going to win out. You're not really sure if he's telling the truth or if he's lying, but you're about 50-50 on it. But he says, yes, this is it. He says, it's the real thing. He says, but...
Can I Arcana the scroll?
Yeah, you can Arcana the scroll.
Yeah, that was a 13 because I rolled a 3.
Can I assist? Since I'm there.
Assistance would be greatly appreciated.
I'm proficient in it.
Can I roll with advantage?
Okay.
Oh, no, that was a 2.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Can I roll Arcana? Just on my own? Just like look over his shoulder, it's like,
Sure, go for it.
Alright. Oh, come on, don't get caught in a freaking cable. Yeah. 12.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
what I got with the advantage.
Yeah, he says, yeah, I got it. He says, but it's going to cost you 5,000 gold pieces.
Ouch.
Okay, I buy it.
Okay. So you get you a scroll of teleportation circle.
Is it actually a scroll of teleportation circle?
Yeah, you read through it.
Okay.
He wasn't going to swindle you. He was just, well, yes and no. He just wanted more money for it
Okay.
than what's normally. He's got to make a profit.
Yeah. Yeah. I also there's another spell that I want to see if I can get. Actually, there's a couple of them. I'm just having a hard time deciding which one I actually want to ask. Bigsby Hand is one of them.
Bigsby's hands.
Bigsby Hand. And
Big hand.
What level is it?
it's 5th level as well.
It's fifth level. Okay.
Yeah. And Legend Lore.
Oh, Legend Lore is a fun one.
All right. So we'll do Bigsby's hand first.
They're both 5th.
All right. He does not have that one. The legend lore. Let's see. He doesn't have that one either.
Does he have catnip? That's an uncommon scroll.
Oh,
Because it's 3rd level.
yeah, he's got that.
Okay. Uncommon or D6 times 100. I want 3rd level. I wanted catnap, lightning bolt.
So Catnap is the third.
Yeah, catnap is the 3rd. Lightning bolt.
All right. All right. So Catnap, he says that's 550.
Okay.
Lightning bolts. He says, yeah, I got that. He says, I got too many of that. He says that's 500.
Okay. And does he have Tiny Servant? That's a 3rd level spell.
No.
Okay. Does he have? Just because we're on a ship, it might be useful another spell. Control winds.
What level is that?
It's a 5th level spell.
Let's find out. Yes, he does.
Okay.
He says that is 5,500 gold pieces.
Can I roll persuasion?
Sure. What's the opposite?
Insight.
Okay.
I assist in the persuasion. Just saying, it's like, hey, we lost a friend at sea. We're kind of just, we could really use this to like speed up the process.
He's like, I don't care. I'm a businessman.
I got a 14, and I dropped my. I'm name dropping that I'm the Archmage of Illumina, and it might be good to forge a relationship.
He got a 25.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, well, he says, Archmage. He says, I'll make you a deal. He says, you give me $6,000 now. And the next time, I'll give you a 20% discount.
That doesn't save any money at all.
Yes, but you're paying for my discount, son. He says, get out of here. He's like, you're not here. He's the one that I'm talking to.
I mean, I'm with him, so.
He's like, he puts his hands in your face. He's like, look, I've been on this world a lot longer than you. So he's like, just, you're not going to help him with talking. He looks at you. He's like, look, take it or leave it. He says, pay this now. He says, I'll give it to you later.
Okay, he'll take the deal.
All right. So he gives you the scroll. He also pulls out a piece of parchment. He writes something on it. He dabs some. Actually, he pulls out this this plier-looking thing, and it looks like something to put a signet on a piece of paper, basically. But when he pushes down on it, it presses into the paper, and when he pulls it back up, it actually has like a gold seal on the paper now, and it's got his thing. He just folds it up, hands it to you. He says, "There you go." He says, "That's my seal." He says, "It's good for any time."
Okay. And I'm going to buy the components I need to write that in my book.
Okay.
Just so when I do it on the ship, I have the components.
All right. Whatever it costs.
It's just ink and
It's magically infused ink and all that. It's like made with precious metals.
I haven't seen her yet. She not with him? Sorry, my kid went to prom today.
oh,
Okay. Yeah, so he's like, here, he just hands you the ink. He's like, here. Show good faith.
Okay.
He's like, plus I have some fucking giant squid out back that just squirts that shit out.
can I get a show of good faith?
He's like, no, I don't like you.
All right, the feeling is mutual.
You're a sorcerer. You don't have a spell book.
You know, so a gift is nice.
He says, you want a gift? He
I mean-
smiles real big. It doesn't look like a sincere smile.
I don't want what gifts you're giving out.
He says, okay. He says, then I'm done with you.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy's name is Raoul.
I don't like him.
Raoul the Grey. Okay. From Kern.
Okay.
He's a high level wizard.
I don't like him.
That's okay. You ain't gotta like him. You just gotta pay him money.
That's because you've been grinding like it's 1999. Yeah, that's
What?
right.
You've been grinding like it's 1999. Oh, that was funny. Oh, that made me giddy.
That was great.
Oh, Dungeon Master. Ah.
Well, I think we'll laugh either way.
I won't incriminate myself.
No. We can see.
I still think you need to do a dragon that turns into a mouse.
I won't. I
On
will.
guard, and then he gets scared.
Yeah.
Bye.
What is that?
And I need something to drink.
Oh, that was lovely.
Think about catnap. I can make the party take an hour short rest in 10 minutes.
That's wonderful.
That's
I thought it was only like
fantastic.
3 people.
I can cast it at higher levels.
Oh, true. Good point. Good point.
I got 5th level spell slots, so
That's right, because you're like dope. Just gotta get Jenny to that level. Come on. Just want teleportation circle. I just want to be able to teleport places.
teleportation circle spell will main.
All right.
No, getting
So,
that main
Anybody
turn.
else? Does anybody else need to do anything?
Yeah,
Merchants.
I
Go
would like to see about finding a set of full plate.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough.
Okay. All right.
Just a regular full plate is 1,500 gold.
All right. Would they be willing to purchase my scale mail and splint mail that I have?
They're gonna take a look at it, and they say they'll give you. You'll give you 80% of the costs.
Oh, nice. All right. Then yeah, I will purchase the full plate.
Okay. So you get back. Real quick. So you said you had splint, right?
Splint and scale mail.
Okay, so that's 50. All right. So you get you get 40 gold pieces back from the scale mail, and you get 180 gold pieces back from the splint mail. And then you get a set of plate mail.
Awesome.
You say 1,500 gold pieces.
All right.
He says, all right, pleasure doing business with you. He says, for another 500 gold pieces, I can give you a magical set.
Can I roll persuasion to see if I can get a better deal?
Sure.
Oh well, that didn't work. That's going to be a 5.
Yeah, he rolled way higher than that. So he's like, nope. That's. He says, look, price is firm because it's quality shit. He says, I don't deal in crap.
I
He says,
appreciate a good craftsman.
He says, bring stuff you bring me. I see it's pretty good condition. He says, but I only buy it at 80% value. It's used. He says,
I
but
understand.
says nobody has put their ass in this set right here. I guarantee that right now.
Awesome.
And you look at it, and it looks like it just came off the forge. You know, it's still shiny. There's no blemishes or scratches on it. There's no spots where it looks like they've repaired it and raised like more anything on it, stuff like that. So it's a good set. It's good and sturdy. The metal is good. The composition of the metal is good. All the links and everything are. So as far as like a set, you know what a good set is, and this is a good set. It's worth the money.
Beautiful. Thank you.
All right.
I'm very broke now.
I feel that.
Did you buy the one with the magic on it?
No, I don't have that much money.
This is okay. He says, you have anything to trade for it?
No, actually I don't.
He says he sees the...
How much money do you actually need to...
337 gold.
Okay. I don't give you 14 platinum.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Okay.
So, here you go.
Before you hand him that shit, he's like, look. He says, I see your holy symbol. He says, I know who you worship. He says, I'll make you a deal. You do some work for me with your magic, and I'll forget about that extra money.
Done.
All right. So, go ahead. He says, I want you to make me say you do 100 gold pieces worth of stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. He says he wants you to make him 4 sets of chainmail, which is about that much.
4 sets of chainmail and a droid.
Yes.
This is not the droid you're looking for.
All right. Well, I will gladly make him the armor.
All right, so go ahead and make me 4 Smith rolls.
All right.
I'm guessing that's what you have to use when you make it. Right?
Actually, I just have to sit down and lay out the metal and channel for an hour, and it happens.
Okay.
It's dope.
Quite awesome.
All right, cool. What I'd like you to do for me is I want you to make. What do you use for that ability? Wisdom?
It kind of just happens, but clerics.
I can make whatever roll you would prefer.
Right. I just want you to make 4 wisdom roll for me.
All right.
You just tell me what you get.
Okay. First one going to be an 18.
Okay.
Next one is a 14.
Okay.
Next one's an 18.
Okay.
And the next one's a 15.
All right. All right. So you sit there for an hour, and you pump these 4 sets of chain out of the metal that he lays before you. And he seems pretty damn happy. He's like, he looks them over and stuff. And 2 of the sets that you make are, the quality on them is fucking awesome. The other 2 sets, they're normal quality. That's why I had you roll for the quality of them. It's not that you can't do it. He wants to see the quality. He says, that's awesome. He says, you know what? He says, give me that set back. He actually hands you a different set of armor.
Okay.
He says it's still magical. Okay. He says, but it's got a added bonus on it. He says, this is for our kind. He says, you gonna cast Identify?
No, I turn to Oliver and I say, actually, I need that ring back, and he hands you a different ring.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I traded out your ring of water breathing for a ring of swimming. So you have a swim speed of 40. And I go over to, I can't remember the cleric's name.
Jandar.
And I say, I think you may need this ring while we're at sea.
Okay. Ring of water breathing?
Yeah, so if you fall overboard and sink, you can walk back to shore.
Oh.
Yeah. It only take you about
2 days.
2 days.
That's fine.
That's all right. I can catch fish underwater.
Okay, so what's the deity that you have?
Reorix.
Reorx?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he says, come here. Brings you in the back. He says, I've been working on this for a while. He says, I'm a practitioner too. He pulls open his shirt and he's got the holy symbol of Reorc just plastered all over the front of his chest. Just a huge ass thing. And you see that it actually has like a bit of a silver inlay to it. You can feel like a little bit of magic emanating from his tattoo.
Awesome.
He says, let me show you this. So he brings you over to this set of plate mail, and it's got Reorc's insignia on the front of it. And he says, all right, he says, this will help you channel your smithing energy just a little bit better. He says, I've been working on it for a while. I've been trying to figure out the kinks here and there. So the first set blew up on me.
Great.
But
Okay,
this
I
set,
look a little frightened at that.
yeah. He says, this set it's on point. All right. So what this set does is when you're doing the quality roll for the sets, you get advantage.
Oh.
Okay. Other than that, it is still a +1 plate mail. Okay.
Awesome.
And it has that ability, and you can use that ability 1 time a day. All right, or after or it'll recharge after a short rest. Actually, no, it'll recharge after a short rest. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Jandar.
Yes.
Actually, I should say Matt because this is out of character. What do what do you use your +1 ability on?
My armor.
Okay. So now that you got +1 armor, you
I'll be
can.
using it on my weapon.
Okay.
Unless somebody needs it more than me.
Well, we have a sorcerer that doesn't wear really any armor.
I got mage armor. It's all right. Sorta, kinda. Not extremely, but it's something.
Well, then by all means, I think he should have +1.
But I don't wear anything.
Your
Oh, yeah,
clothing can be +1.
Oh, I don't know that.
Unless there's a rule against it that I don't know about.
No one has really brought up cloth armor, so it was a thing in older edition. So yeah, I think you can enchant it. It's still something.
I got a +1 coat.
Yep, so I'll just have to redo that once every long rest, but you will have a +1 the whole time we're together.
Oh, that's you blessing.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
said,
one of the many things that make Forge clerics great is they can give +1s after a long rest.
Oh, is that the Soul of the Forge?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. All right. So, is there anybody else that's wants to do anything while we're here?
Yeah, Raz wanted to go look for either enchanted or magical crossbows or bolts, maybe.
You find both. From the same guy. He says, "Yeah, I got a crossbow.
Okay.
What is it? What kind of crossbow?
Hand
Oh,
crossbows.
Oh, let's see. That is kind of more of a.
Yeah, they're like 75 gold. Normally.
He says, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, I got one."
Okay.
So,
But yeah,
I'd like to buy one, please.
+1 weapons are uncommon magic items, so they're good.
he's
No.
like, "Yeah, I got one. Here you go."
And I'm looking for possible like bolts that might have like fire or lightning or thunder attached to them.
Those would be uncommon too, right? I think ammunition is uncommon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know +1 ammunition is uncommon. I don't know about elemental ammunition.
Yeah, I'll look it up and see if they have anything in here about it. It's just on. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Go to BMG. There it is. Okay, so. I'm going to say that he's got them.
Okay.
And a quiver of 10 of these is going to be 200 gold pieces. But they'll do a d6 of fire damage, and they're +1 arrows themselves.
Okay.
Or bolts, or whatever they are.
I like the fire ones. Do you have any other choices?
This is He's like, yeah. He says, I have lightning and I have radiant. And they're both the same price.
I'd like to take a quiver of all three.
All right. So it's all together. It's going to be 600 plus crossbow, which would be 575. So that's 1175.
Can I try using persuasion to get a deal for buying all of it?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. I basically tell, or like, hey, can I get some kind of discount for buying all this as a bundle pack, bud? And I roll. Go back here. 20 plus. That's is that intelligence or is that wisdom?
That's charisma.
Charisma? Sorry, my bad. It's been a while since I've used that choice. So plus 3.
Do you have persuasion as a skill?
I do have persuasion.
Okay. Then it's your charisma plus your proficiency.
I got a 22.
All right. Yeah, he says, okay. He says, I'll give it all to you for 1,000.
Sweet. Fair enough. Hands off my money.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. Anybody else?
I don't got the gold to buy shit, so.
All right. So if we're all done, then everybody heads back to the ship, and ship gets underway. First mate comes to you, Adger, and he says, the cutter was here about 5 hours ago. He says, so at the moment, they're about 6 hours ahead of us. He says, but if we catch this current out, we might be able to gain on them just a few hours. Unless they're taking the same current, then, well, they're going to have more of a gain on us there. He says, but usually cutters, they stick to the shallows or close to the coastline because they don't have to worry about running aground or hitting coral or anything. He says, us, we'll have to stick to the other lane. So,
okay. So, how many? I already added all the spells, but basically, I need to know how many free hours I have, so I know how many of those spells I actually put into the book.
Okay, so,
because each spell level is 2 hours, and I'm doing 2 third-level spells and 2 fifth-level spells, so that'll take me a while. Because a third-level spell takes 6 hours, and a fifth-level spell takes 10 hours to copy.
we'll have 12 hours.
Okay, so I'll do the 2 third-level spells. Which means... Okay. Oh.
All right, so we get to Dimwood, and we get into port. He says, we'll be here half an hour, and then we're again underway. That's what he tells you guys. So, Harley, you get to Dimwood. You have 12 hours between the 2 ports. Okay. So we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and try. You want to try to push one of the voices out of your head again?
The mystic ability discipline that she's stuck in right now. Telepathic.
You're going robotic on us.
Reads as Domo Origato.
Yeah, he was breaking up really bad.
Yeah.
Did anybody catch what he said?
Domo Arigato is what I got at the end.
Yeah. Is this any better?
Yeah,
Yeah,
much
wait,
better.
All right. So, yeah, I did say
God.
Domo Origato Mr.
It's
Do it again, bud.
it's back.
You know, I was going to, but okay. Man, really?
You're breaking. Yeah. It's funny. I love how it was immediately when he started saying it again. Immediately goes back to robot.
When I was trying to say Domo Origato, Mr. Roboto.
Just immediately goes to robot and it's like, maybe it's cursed. I have no gold to buy shit. And I can't use magic. My life is ruined.
You can buy mundane stuff. You have that 100 gold Federal gave you.
Yeah, 100 gold. Like 2 healing potions.
So just making sure the crossbow +1, is that to roll or to damage?
Both.
Both.
Oh, cool. And then it's the quivers are a d6 of whatever element it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, I get the regular damage, then the d6.
That's
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like it. I should have bought this shit earlier.
You wouldn't find that in Illumina.
Oh,
Okay, so till he gets back, we'll go ahead and do the other stuff. So you guys get to Dimwood. You guys, he tells you, hey, we're gonna be half an hour. So if you guys want to disembark, you can, just to walk around or whatever without being on the ocean. But the first mate walks down the gangplank. He starts talking to the harbor master. You see him sleep him. You see he slips the dude a couple pieces of gold, or like a little pouch that looks heavy.
Okay, is this any better?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's try this again.
Okay.
All right, so the way I'm working this is the psionic discipline that Harley is currently stuck in
Mhm.
is called telepathic contact. What it does is it allows her to telepathically communicate with somebody up to 120 feet away from her. But she has no control over it right now. So she's just reading people's thoughts at random.
Right, and that's what we're gonna have you roll to help you gain control of it.
Right.
You said
So wisdom or intelligence or
whatever the discipline uses.
it'd be intelligence.
Okay, then go ahead and roll that with your bonuses and all that.
All right. Ooh, shit. That's a 14. I
Okay.
don't think that's going to do.
Oh, it'll do. It's just you're gonna go through a little bit more pain. Okay. So 2 hours, you are fighting this one person's thoughts back and forth to get it out finally. Okay.
Right.
At the end of it, you get 2 levels of exhaustion out of it. All right,
Okay.
because you're fighting a mental battle of the wills or whatever it is. You know what I mean? To try and gain control. But after that, you have control of talking to him and the other one also. You have the ability to shut them two out
Okay.
at will. So you're gaining control. It's just you're working through it. Just like anything, you got to work through it.
I got you.
But it's coming along, just not as fast as you want it to, of course. So let me find. Okay, so 2 levels of exhaustion, your speed is halved.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the other exhaustion level, you've already rested through that. Okay.
Right.
So, and every long rest takes a level of exhaustion off of you.
Okay.
I don't know if you already knew that or not. I didn't know. That's why I'm learning it now, and that's probably why I'm repeating it to you. So,
That's only 8 hours for her. She's as a as a high elf, she can do a 4-hour deal, but you can only do one long rest a day. So she's pretty much just going to stay in her cabin and read her book and just try to get through as best she can.
All right. So, but that's what you do on the trip up to Dimwood. Okay.
Okay.
You get into port. Captain of the cutter comes to you and he says, "Hey," or the first mate comes to you. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna be here, only about half an hour." He says, "We're just taking on provisions, and then we're gone. We're not even gonna. We don't have any cargo to take off on and off besides provisions." He says, "So if you want to go, you need to go now because, he says no more than 20 minutes, I would say, because you just never know what's going to go on." Okay.
Yeah, she'll nod her head and she'll say, she'll thank him. But she'll say she's not going anywhere. She's just going to stay in her cabin and rest.
All right, that's fine with me. All right, so half an hour shoots by, and you guys take off again. Okay.
Cool.
You get out of port, and you're good to go. All right, Andrew, and everybody else. So you guys get into port, and you guys miss them by half an hour. Okay, like they just left not too long ago, and you're probably guessing that the captain might have saw the cutter at the edge of the horizon, but he's not sure. He says, either way, he says, we're going to be here about 2 hours because I have cargo I have to take on and take off. He's like, "I'm sorry, but we did catch up pretty quick. We did catch a lot of time up on them."
I mean, it's kind of pointless now that we're going to be 2 hours behind them.
Yes, but what would have took us 20 hours, we got down to 12 hours earlier. So he says we were about 6 hours behind them. Now we're only half an hour behind them, or 2.5. That's a lot better than what was before.
Yeah.
Okay, kid?
I'm just going to stick to my room and study and continue writing in the control winds spell.
Okay. Does anybody need to get off here?
Nope.
Dimwood has really, I don't think really has shit. That you guys, everything you wanted to get was down in Kern or and his or asshole, whatever it is called there.
And his asshole.
Okay. Anyways, so 2.5 hours go by, or two hours go by, and then you guys are off again. Okay. So 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So Harley, you arrive in El Vadar.
Okay.
Okay. And the first mate comes to you and he says, "Hey, we're here." He says, "I don't know what you're doing after this." He says, "I wish you luck. And is there any questions, or is there any information you need before you? I don't know where you're really going from here. So I don't need to know, but if you want any information, I can give you." He says, "I've been here a couple times, and I actually lived here for about 2 years before." So
I heard there's a group of monks around here that are able to do more with the minds than most others are. Do you know where I can find them?
he says, he's thinking. Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I've heard about them monks before." He says, "Look, you head northeast from here, Okay. And he says you head northeast from here. Okay. Once you hit the woods, you keep northeast until you hit the mountains right here. And then you head north for half a day or for a few miles. And it says then out of nowhere you're gonna see steps just cut into the stone. It says you follow those steps up to the top of the peak, and he says, I think that place is up there. He says I've walked past the stairs before heading north. There's good hunting grounds up here. He says, but yeah, that's how you get there.
So she'll collect her belongings, put them all in her bag of holding, make sure she hasn't left anything behind. She'll thank the first mate, thank the captain, get off and look for a stable of some kind where she can find a horse.
Okay. You find they've got horses and shit. It's like you want a riding horse, I think they're pretty cheap. You still have one level of exhaustion on you, okay?
All right.
Which means disadvantage on the build checks.
Yeah.
Right.
I think a horse is like 50 gold pieces for a draft horse. Or something like
A
that.
riding horse.
Or a riding horse,
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you want a goat.
I don't think a goat's gonna work.
Yeah, you just never know. Oh no, a riding horse. Yeah, a riding horse is 75 gold pieces.
Okay.
A camel's 50. A donkey is 8 gold pieces. Sorry, there's no elephants, mastiffs, or war horses here.
It's all good. She'll just now that she knows where the stable's at, she's going to try to find a place to crash for the night. Actually, she's going to try to find a place. She's going to, I guess, purchase the horse. What time of day is it? That would be a better question to ask.
Okay, so you guys got in probably right about noon.
Okay.
Okay. You head into the city, find all the spots. You do find an inn. And this place, it's a good-sized city, but it doesn't have all the amenities. It doesn't have a magic shop, but it does have a kind of like it's called Mother May Eyes. It's basically kind of like a missionary kind of sort of.
Mm-hmm.
There's one person in there, or one like person of quality, and they can make some potions, and that's about it. But other than that, there is a smith, but yeah, their main export is ore from the mountains over here, and some timber.
Okay, so she'll go to the local, like one of the local inns. She'll ask directions to the, or not directions, but she'll ask for like if there's a local map or something that anybody has on hand, so she can get a better feel for the direction she's going and whatnot. And then she'll rent a room for 4 hours. And as soon as that time is up and the last level of exhaustion is gone, she will collect her horse and head out.
Okay. What kind of poor, modest, comfortable?
I'd say comfortable.
Okay, it'll be 8 silver pieces.
Sure.
They're like, I don't care if you're here for 4 hours or 24 hours. He says it's still 8 silver pieces. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. She's not complaining.
He says, but you do get a free meal with it. He gives you like a little token. He's like, just give that to the servant lady, and she'll get you whatever
All right. Well, she'll eat she'll eat whatever they're offering as the meal. She'll go up to her room, meditate for 4 hours, and then she'll after reconfirming directions and which way to go and whatnot, she will head out for the monk monastery.
Right. Okay. So, I'm gonna say that you leave the city on horse, and you travel, and you are at the edge of the forest right here.
Okay.
Okay. So, everybody else, you guys get into Elvadar. It's morning time. Okay. You just hit port,
Um,
and the
How
cutter
many-
is there.
how many hours did it take us to get there?
Let's see. About 13 hours.
Okay.
All right. So you get in town. The cutter is there. The first mate goes and talks to the other first mate. He comes back. He's like, "Hey, they've only been here maybe about 5 hours or so." He says the girl that we're looking for. He says that she went into town, and he thinks some of the sailors said that she was at one of the inns. There's really only one inn here, so he says if you hurry up, you might be able to. Maybe she's still there.
Let's go.
All right. So you get there. You talk to the innkeeper. He's like, "Yeah, she left maybe about an hour ago or so." She only ran
Did
it.
she say which direction she was going to?
He says, "Yeah." He says, she's looking for this monastery." He says, he pulls out this like map. It's ratty, but it still does the job. All right. He says, "You head this way, the forest. Once you reach the bottom of the mountains, you head this way, skirting the mountains, right at the bottom of the mountains." And he says, "You should come up to you'll see stairs just out of nowhere. They'll just pop up on your right side, and you follow those up to the peak, and you'll be at the monastery."
All right. Do you know where the stable is so we can get some horses?
He says, "Yeah." He says, "Go out the building." He says, "Take a left, go down to the next street on your right, and take that right, and the stable will be down a couple buildings." To
All right. Come on, we gotta go. We're close.
All right. So, get to the stables, and they're like, "Well," he says, "Yeah, we got horses. We also have a wagon." He says, since you have a big group. He
Yeah, that would
says,
be appreciated. We're in a bit of a rush. Is there any way that we can get this, just sort this out quickly? Just we have a friend that we're looking for. Just persuasion check. I don't know.
"Okay,
Just get it for a cheaper deal.
roll your
Perhaps
persuasion."
to ride in his own horse, considering the last time he was out there, he went
Oh
flying.
yeah, 23.
Okay, yeah, they rolled like a fucking 7.
Great.
So
Roll
like, look,
17.
he's like, "Look, fine." He says, "If you give me, if you give me 40 gold pieces per horse, then that'll." He says, "That'll work."
Great,
That's
Adrin. This is your concern. I don't have anywhere near the money for that.
I'd throw in 40 for him.
Okay. So
The guild letter that you have will pay for that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I saved the guild some money.
Yeah.
He says, okay. He says, just give me about 5 minutes to make sure it's okay with my boss, and I'll be right back. But he yells at like 3 of the attendants there. He's like, hey, grab however many horses there is for you guys, and saddle them. Hurry up. And he says,
I sit down for 10 minutes and I stare into the crystal. Roll wisdom save -4.
15.
I can see and hear Harley.
okay. So you see her walking on her horse, and she just enters the forest right here. Looks like you look back, you can see the edge of the forest and the plains. But as she heads into the forest, for some reason she gets a little spooked and she makes her horse ride a little bit faster, so she gains some mileage there. But for about 10 minutes, you watch her, and she gets to about right here, and then your spell ends.
Okay.
I'm just rushing the horse people, the stable hands. I'm just like, come on, we gotta go, come on.
They're like, hold on, Jesus Christ, dude. We're only.
This is a virtue, my friend.
Yeah. Anyways, So by the time Adrian finishes, maybe about 2 minutes after, the guy comes out of the office. He says, "All right, everything's good." He hands Adrian the letter. Then he adds him a receipt. He says, the money will be taken from the bank here, and a note will be sent to the bank out there to collect the money. All that good stuff. So that's all taken care of. He says, if you guys need provisions or anything like that.
I think we're good.
Okay. So 20 minutes passes, and you guys are on the horses and heading out the gate. And so you guys ride for about... You guys hit the edge of the forest, and if anybody can roll a survival roll for me.
Anyone have survival?
I am not proficient, but I have a +3.
Okay, that's better than mine.
You know, I'm not good. I got a +1.
I'll roll just in case.
Yeah, fuck it.
No,
22.
I rolled a natural 1.
I rolled a 19, so
Yeah.
22.
We're good. All right, so...
I can I go off of Can I use history? Because this is the point where I watched Harley, so...
Yeah, so you walk. So you definitely can kind of help him.
I got a 19 in history.
And you're pretty sure it's right about here. So between the two of you, you guys find where she enters at, and you guys start following the path. Okay, Harley, you are about right here. Okay.
Right.
And moving, and make a perception roll for me.
Sure. 18.
All right. So, you know you're close by to this thing, right? You just feel it, like. But you also feel like make a wisdom check for me.
Sure. That's going to be a 19.
Okay. So you feel someone's mind brush against yours, and you feel that they're not malevolent, but they're very friendly. And you hear this: You feel this young, exuberant, happy voice reach out to you and say, "Hello. Hello, my child. You are lost, aren't you? Are you trying to find the way?"
She's going to reply mentally. Like, she's not going to say anything. She's going to be looking around, half doubting that she actually heard it.
He's like, "Yes, you did hear it."
It's like,
No, I'm not reading your thoughts, but I get your
are you
empathic impressions.
real?
Yes, we are
Are you
real.
sure? Because I don't want to be going crazy again.
He says, "No, my child." He says, "Walk the horse 20 feet ahead."
Walk this way.
She does it.
And you look to your right, and there's the steps. But the steps are they're so well built, and it looks like whoever made them they made them look like natural rock. So if you don't really look, you'll fucking just walk right past them. Okay, but if you know what you're looking for, and you do, then you're just like, oh, and you're like VA moment. Oh fuck, it's like right there. It's like I think I walked past it maybe once already, right?
Right.
You see the steps, and they're like, must leave the horse child. They will not be able to make the trek up.
So she'll take her cavalier saddle off, put it back in her bag of holding. Just kind of let the horse graze there, and start walking up the steps.
Yeah. So you've got this weird feeling of something happening behind you. You look behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see the horse just it just disappears.
She's gonna sigh because she's gonna literally think she's starting to lose her mind again.
No, we just hid the horse in case anything comes along.
Oh, okay.
It reappears.
So when she hears that and when she sees the horse disappear, she heaves this huge sigh of relief.
He says, he says, "But come." He said, "It will take you a little while to get up here." He says, "But once you get here, you'll know." All right.
So she'll just start walking up the steps and won't quit until she's there.
All right. So I'm going to need you to make 3 con saves.
Okay.
At disadvantage because those are ability checks, right? No, those are stat checks. Right. Yeah, just make 3 con rolls for me.
Okay.
If they're saves, then it's not a disadvantage. But if it's a check, yeah, it's a check. Even straight ability modifiers are a disadvantage with the level of exhaustion.
I thought that's why she stayed at the inn.
Oh yeah, you don't have your exhaustion anymore.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. All right. So the first one was a 21. The second one is a 22, and the third one is another 21.
Okay, so you're golden. You freaking basically like do jumping jacks of this motherfucker, right? You get up to the top, and there's this beautiful ass monastery. This wall. It's not made out of brick. It's made out of stone. But it looks like the stone was just crafted to be natural, but have a shape to it. And so there's a person standing there. It's another elf, and there's a human standing next to it, and there's a dwarf standing next to it. So there's 3 of them, and they all bow to you, and they all say hello telepathically. The elf, he steps forward. He actually says words. He says, "Harley, my child, You finally made it. What is it that you seek? Or are you here to learn how to use your gift?
She's probably at this point going to collapse.
Is she emotional or?
Yeah. So she'll be like, I just want the crazy to stop.
Says okay.
And she'll go through the she'll give them the short version of it, how she was cursed first by a ghost bard, and then how she was also cursed by a book, and then she started hearing voices, and she went crazy, and she knows she went crazy, but she thought when she went to see a priest that he had fixed her and that she wasn't crazy anymore. And then she talked to another priest very recently, and that priest told her that there was she was going through there were some like irreconcilable differences between who Harley Quinn is and who Zahandra is, and that one of them was not going to survive. And then she started hearing voices again, and she got really scared, but then she found a book that kind of addressed it, and then she'll show him the book. She'll be like, I know it says it's for idiots, but I didn't know where else to go. And then in my head, I heard this voice, and it said that I needed to come here. And I left. And now I'm here.
That's the dwarf. He's like, I did it.
He's like, am I crazy?
No. He says, you're not child. You're not crazy. You're gifted. You have these gifts. Power of the mind is it's beyond magic. It's similar to magic. He said, but instead of it using the magic, the universal powers of magic, it uses the power of your mind. It's called psionics. He says we've been practicing this for a while. There's more of us here, and he says with time we will all teach you how to use it properly, so that way you can control it, and that way you feel that you're not losing control. This is, we all understand what you're going through. We all went through the same process. He says, but with that, you will have to fight your inner demon in a way. He says, once you fight that inner demon, then everything, all your questions about who you are will be answered. He says, you either will be Harley or you'll be the other woman. He says, and once you fight your inner demon and you defeat it, then you will have a clearer choice of which one is the right one.
All right.
He says, but with that, your friends will be here soon. They are searching for you.
What?
He says, whoever this unnamed adventuring guild is, they are worried for you. They consider you a friend, and some of them have come looking for you.
I didn't mean to cause them any trouble.
Well, not so much trouble as they value your friendship and they value you. So they came, and they're doing the only thing they know what to do as friends. I mean, to your aid. Says, but let them come. You can speak to them, and if they are truly your friend, then they may help you with your battle. But that is up to you if you will allow it. He says after that, they can head back, and you can stay here as long as you need to for your training. Or it could just be that simple that you defeat your demon and all your powers are just there, and you may be fine after that.
All right. I'll wait. Is there some place where I can where I can get cleaned up? It's been a long journey.
He says yes. He says there's a hot spring. He says Shoela will show you. And this woman comes up. She says, "Oh dear." She's this old rock gnome. She looks like Mrs. Claus. She's like, "Oh dear, come on. We'll get you all cleaned up and get you some food in you and hope you'll feel better." She hands you a piece of chocolate. It's like, eat that. It'll make you feel better.
It's always chocolate.
Definitely eat the chocolate.
When does chocolate never, ever make you feel better?
Exactly,
So anyway,
right?
You're lactose intolerant, maybe?
Well, yeah, there's that.
It's like, well,
But then life just in general sucks, right?
well then, that was okay. So you guys, you come out the woods and you're following a trail. It's not like she's hiding where her horse is running. And finally, you get to where the horse tracks end, and all of you are like, "Did you just hear that?" And you think that you heard like a snort of a horse, but you don't see it. Unless any of you have true seeing.
invisibility.
Okay, so you see a horse just standing over there, eating some grass, not paying you guys any mind. It's got a bit in his mouth and stuff, but the saddle's gone. So with I know you guys' passive perceptions, all yours is pretty high. So one of you will notice the stairs. Okay?
If the entryway is invisible, I'll be able to see it.
No, it's not invisible.
It's
It's not invisible. It's just so well made that it just blends in with the natural rock. So
Camouflaged.
you just really just gotta look. It's not invisible. So you guys find it finally, and you're just like, "Wow, badass." And so Jander, you especially are like feeling a little euphoric because you know this was crafted. So it's like some super ass gnarly shit to you. You're just like, wow, whoever did this was an amazing craftsman. To be able to get the stone that smooth and that natural and still make stairs. And the stairs go up fucking a while. So everybody needs to make a con roll for me. You make 3 of them, and the DC to get is at least a 13 or better. If you don't, then let me know.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Con saves?
Just roll your con.
Okay, fine.
Just do it.
Con saves or checks, because that makes a difference.
That's why.
It just checks.
Oh. Okay.
That's a lot harder because I have a plus 10 con save.
Or you can roll athletics.
Yeah, I'll go.
Hold on.
Athletics.
That's right.
Definitely doing athletics.
I rolled 2 natural 20s and a 9.
Okay. So I think you're fine.
Yeah,
You sprint like 2/3 of the way up, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna walk.
Hey, using athletics, is that using my dex?
Yes.
No, that's strength.
Yes.
I got a modified 20, a 22, and a 5.
All right. So you both the same way.
I rolled a 3, a 4, and a 1, so I got a 13, a 14, and an 11.
Still rolling.
Okay. So everybody else gets up there around the same time, but Adrian is still like 20 minutes behind you guys.
I just cast fly.
It's like, fuck this shit. I'm out. Boom.
Yeah. So he just flies up. There's three people standing there at the gate.
I fly down to them.
They bow slightly and make a wisdom -4. Actually, no. You feel their communication to telepathy just wash over you and say they're just like hello. There's no malice or anything like there's nothing evil or anything about it. They're just simply greeting you guys.
Yeah, I rolled a 12 anyway because I rolled another freaking 3. And it's a new dice. I only got this a couple weeks ago.
Then you need to throw it out.
Yeah.
Or just use it for when you DM. So they all greet you guys. You know, they're just like, hello. Harley is here. She is safe. She's getting cleaned up at the moment. She had a long trek. The dwarf steps forward and he actually talks. He's like, please, we understand that you are tired and maybe hungry, but you want to see your friend.
Can I take over for a second? I'm doing something with Harley, and it's kind of, she kind of triggered something.
Okay.
Yeah. While you're cleaning up, you are washing your face because you've had your makeup on for a while, so yeah, it's the time to clean it. Roll me. You're not rolling wisdom this time. You're rolling an intelligence roll, just straight intelligence.
Okay. It's a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. You have comes to terms to that whenever you remove your makeup, you don't really know the woman, and you are still looking at your reflection, and you really think to who that woman was and all that, and you sort of get flashes of things like first craft, like how you felt when researching your Thunder Cannon, and how you talk with people about it and all that. You sort of get a feeling of how you were, but it feels like a faded memory.
Right, it's faint and distant now. It's not like It's not like it's like looking at a video of somebody else doing it.
Yeah. Like you sort of remember how you acted before, but it doesn't feel like you.
Yeah, that's she kind of knew that that's what was going to happen. She just doesn't want to deal with it. She knows that there's a lot there.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of history. There's 100 years worth of history with her family and her schooling and the people that she grew up with and her friends back at home.
The woman before was strict but kind and considerate, but the way your personality feels now, you're dominant but a little bit chaotic, and all for the fun and spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Sorry. Character work. Just sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah.
Don't do it again, Matt. That's what. All right. So, He says, okay. So if you come this way, she is still cleaning up, and once she is done with her bath, I'm sure she'll want to see you guys. But I believe that she'll want her privacy.
Mhm.
But if you feel the need that you want to know that she's okay, we'll take you to the building that she's at, and she can yell to you from inside it.
We'll let her get clean.
All right. So they take you all to another building, which is a hot springs. And you guys can like get cleaned up, take a bath, eat. So Harley, you get done with your bath, and they give you these really nice robes to wear. They say that you see all your gear. They don't touch your gear or anything like that. They do offer to clean it for you if you want. And they say your friends are next door in the shower next door if you want to talk to them.
She'll pass along the warning that the Mages Guild and all that. Yeah, if you use his magic, you just be careful. Over in Illumina, where I'm from, they say that there's wild magic going on, and they're not supposed to cast any magic. I don't know if that's happening over here or not. When they start talking about mending her clothes and washing her clothes, the first thing that she's going to think of is not like, an actual person going down to a stream and washing clothes.
Oh, okay.
She's going to think of somebody casting like prestidigitation on it and that kind of stuff.
Oh, they're like, no, dear. No, we don't use magic here. We all use the gifts of the mind. And she says, and no, we don't clean stuff that way. We do it by hand. We feel a little bit more less in tune with ourselves if we use our powers to do everything. But she said no.
She'll hand over her, her traveling clothes and whatnot, and she's only got one pair now, and they're sturdy, but you definitely tell that they've been lived in for the last 6 days or whatever.
Yeah, they're like hard
taking to get here.
No, but
isn't the only thing you have to wear that studded leather corset with the skirt?
Actually, that is her armor, and it's it actually looks like that, but it's also glamour studded leather armor, so I can make it look like anything I want. So, but yes, that's basically she's been wearing her traveler's clothes and which would be the stockings and all that kind of stuff, and then the studded leather over that to give it the look from from the first couple of pictures with the ruffled dufflet and all that, whatever it's called.
Okay, so yeah, these guys are next door taking the shower. I don't know if you want to walk over there or if you want to just wait until they're done.
Nah, she'll wait until they're done. They've had a hard journey too, and she's kind of hesitant to approach them because she doesn't.
Yeah, all right.
She understands that they've came after her for because they care about her, but she's also kind of afraid that they're going to be really, really pissed at her for running off. So she's just kind of like, all right, well, a few more minutes while they clean up won't hurt anybody. Might save my neck.
So you guys get done with they give you each a robe that's really, really super comfortable to wear. And they say, well, Harley is done with her bath and she is waiting uh, meditation area. Go out and meet her. They say that all your belongings won't be touched. They said they will clean them if you wish. Not, then you can take them with you, or you can leave them there. Nobody will touch them. They have no use for magical or martial items.
Uh, I'll leave my stuff there and the cloak and everything, but I'll take my staff with me.
So you guys leave what you want there. And they lead you over to where Harley is. I don't know what Harley would be doing. I don't know if she would be meditating or whatever, but she's there, and you guys come in, and you have that awkward moment, like, the fuck, that you guys are both like staring at the two groups are staring at each other, and so I'll let Harley be the first one to talk.
Hi. Sorry. And she'll just kind of stare down at her hands.
Yeah, Harley, why'd you even go? We followed you this far.
You mean why'd I come here?
Yeah, why? Just
Because I thought it was crazy.
and this place is supposed to help you in some way?
Yeah, I've been hearing voices for a while now, and I couldn't. I went to a priest, and he said he cured me. I didn't have to do anything anybody told me ever again, so I figured I was cured. But then I started hearing the voices again. I got scared, and then I talked to that priest we went to the mountains with. You know, where we fought the giant, and he told me some things, and I got even more scared. And then I was sitting in my room, and I was trying to think of what to do, because the priest he wasn't able to help me with the voices I was hearing. So I heard another voice, and it told me I needed to come here, and I didn't know what else to do. So I left.
You know what the voice was?
Yeah, it was him. And she'll point at the dwarf.
And do you feel better now that you're here? I mean, I don't know what you get out of being here.
That's just it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but they say there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not crazy. I'm hearing voices. And then she's going to try to project her thoughts into your mind. So I need you to make an intelligence saving roll, please.
All right.
Go ahead and try and make a high level wizard do an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, no, I rolled it.
No, it's just for him.
No, I rolled it too.
Okay. So yeah, the DC was 15, and you hear in her voice, but I'm not crazy. She's not talking. Her mouth, her lips not moving. She's not even moving. She's just looking at you, and you hear in your head her voice, but I'm not crazy. I hear voices in my head, but they're not mine.
That's new. Could you?
And then she'll break the link, and then she'll look at you and she'll start talking to you again with her voice. Do you see what I mean now?
Yeah, sorta. Could you always do that?
No. Why do you think I was so scared?
But I mean, was the voice yourself, or was the voice just someone else completely?
The voices were different all the time. I'd be walking down the street and I'd hear some guy talking about how he was going to go home and bang his wife. I'd be walking down the street going somewhere and there'd be this pickpocket talking about how the next mark was coming through. I'd be trying to get some sleep in the UAG and I'd be hearing people thinking the random thoughts. It just goes through my mind and I couldn't do anything about it. And every time I tried to make it stop, it just got worse. And it was always random. It was always people. I didn't try to do it. It's just people entering my mind, and I could hear what they were thinking. I thought I was going crazy.
I stand in front of Harley. Are you sitting? Are you sitting?
Yes.
I tap you on the head, and you float up to my eye level.
Okay, she's going to be a little weirded out by that.
Yeah. And I say to you, you aren't crazy. It's called being an adventurer.
Okay.
Outside again, that's a cheesy line, but that's awesome.
It's true. It's kind of true.
She'll kind of nod her head from side to side a little bit, you know. Okay, you got me there. We do a lot of crazy stuff in the name of money and fame and all that, but come on. When you're walking down the street in Illumina and you start hearing people talking in your head from nowhere, that's not normal. I mean,
you're telepathic.
Really not normal.
Well,
how did I know that?
There are several other people in the guild that are telepathic.
Well, I wish one of them would have talked to me in my head before I made this journey.
I mean,
maybe you should have brought it up.
Okay, Adrian, this isn't really her fault. This is not something she forced.
It's a family. With family, you don't run away.
I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah. This isn't something that we need to blame her for.
Then you should have talked with us.
I thought.
And I give her a hug.
And then she'll just kind of grab onto you and hug you really tight. She's like, I'm sorry. I thought it was crazy.
Well, we're here now.
And you're not, which is sort of better. I mean, we still don't know what to do with all this stuff. We should probably speak to people who live here.
Yeah, she'll let Adrian go, and she'll point at the door. If the monks aren't in there, if the mystics aren't in there, she'll point at the door. If they are in there, she'll point at them. They said they can help me. They can train me, but I've got to face my demons.
Yeah.
I've got to come to terms with who I was and who I am.
And I say to Harley, and would a sane person do this? You're still sitting cross-legged, and I just put a hand on your shoulder, and I just push down, and you start spinning. Because you are levitated, so you have zero gravity on you.
Okay, well, with that, she's going to throw her hands up in there, and she's just going to go, whee!
Yeah, after you stop spinning and go right yourself, I drop you back down to the ground.
Yeah, she'll shake her head. She'll be like, "Ooh, man, that's got a kick to it." And then she'll stand up and she'll look at each of you in the eyes, and she'll say, "Thank you for coming to find me.
You're welcome, Harley.
I appreciate you."
Thank you for running away. I got some good spells.
Glad to be of service.
Yeah. We don't need to take the boat trip back. I just need 10 hours to memorize a red copy of spell.
Okay. So the elf comes back. He says, Harley,
Yeah,
do you still wish to take the test?
I don't think I have a choice. I have to do it.
He says, okay. He says, will your friends aid you?
And she'll look back at them, and she'll kind of smile.
We came all this May, might as well.
It's not like we came for nothing.
And she'll flash a really big grin, and she'll turn around. Yes, I think they will.
Okay. She says, well then, prepare yourselves,
Oh God.
and
10
10 minutes we will begin. She comes to you, Adrian, or he comes to you and he says, Archmage.
Yeah.
The battlefield will not be in this material plane. It will be in another plane, so that way you all can use your full abilities and your magics.
Yes.
Finally.
Does it have to be in 10 minutes? Can it be in 4 hours? Because I just spent the whole last 20 hours writing in my spellbook, and I am really tired.
So it can be postponed. It's at the discretion of Harley. If she wishes to, then it's up to her.
Well, she's definitely not going to ask the people that are being gracious enough to help her face this battle to go in unprepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys get your they say, okay, well, we will continue tomorrow in the morning or after breakfast and your guys' warm up. Me.
And as much as I'd love to continue this now, it's 11:30 and I need to get to bed.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and try and do it?
I mean, if we can hammer it out.
Yeah, we can hammer it out pretty quick.
Let's
It's
do it.
just a fight, and then everything I'll just expedite really fast.
You fight your demon.
My sound cut. My sound cut out. I asked what time of day is it, and then I heard nothing.
It's probably about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So you'll have enough time.
Okay, then I'm going to I'm going to copy the last spell into my book, and then I'm going to transfer 4 hours.
All right. So I'm gonna expedite this. All right. So everything's done. You guys all rest. They say, please open your minds to us. We will not hurt you, but we are going to transport you to another plane so that way you can fight what you need to fight and finish, help Harley finish her quest.
Are we gonna have our gear and stuff back?
You have everything that you came with, you'll have back.
Okay, just making sure.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Everybody has all their abilities. Nothing has changed. The only thing different is that you will not have to worry about chaos magic. I don't know. Do any of that.
Awesome.
All right. So with that, okay. So you guys are transported. I'm gonna show you a map of the arena right now.
And just so when I copied um, teleportation sort of signet to the wizard teleportation there, somewhere secret that only the him and David I know about, and the Queen of the North. And I'm also grabbing the sigil for Domia because I get 2 free sigils. Everything else, I have to go there and beg.
Please.
Okay. So let's do initiative.
Crap.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, that sucks.
Can't argue with a nat 20.
27.
Okay. The champion, or actually the just put test. Actually put sister self. Okay. And the initiative is 11 and 18.
Do you want Harley's stats?
No.
Okay.
Might actually just be fighting doppelgangers.
Well, I was kind of figuring that if you know, if what she had to face was herself, then you might need stats for it.
Ooh, that's my. I don't want that. All right. So that's. Let me get out of here real quick, and I'll get. Somebody can make me a list. Actually, never mind. I'll make my own list. All right. So
Close
Raz
that down.
is 27.
Got 27? What?
It's in the
Harley
roller bed. I was like,
5.
How'd you get 27?
hold on. Did I roll it wrong?
What'd you get?
I got my. I did a D20 plus 8, which is my dex plus my proficiency.
Oh, you don't get proficiency.
Okay, let me re-roll. My bad.
No, what'd you roll
Yeah.
on the die?
Oh,
I
he
rolled.
just got
So it'd been
a
24. That's what I would have gotten then.
Okay, then you got 24. That's fine.
My bad.
No, you're good. Learning curve, brother. It's all right. Let's see. So it'd be Harley, Razbean. Then it would be Sister Self at 18, and then Adrian at 16, right? Yeah. And then we have
Oliver.
Oliver at 14, and then Sister Self also again
What?
at 11,
No, it's Darth Vader again. Fuck.
and then is Jander with an 8. Okay,
God damn it.
I'll stop.
I hate these 2 initiative kind of shits. Those things are so OP.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Darth Vader whooped their ass.
You guys won that fight. What the hell are you talking about?
3 of us died.
Yes, but you were fighting who? Exactly.
See, we're fighting Harley here. This is different.
Hey, just be thankful you're not fighting Jebediah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you had an attack roll, just forget about it. It's a area of effect spells or AoE spells or nothing.
Yeah, just wait till he gets to level 7 in Rogue.
Yeah. If you succeed on your, you take no damage.
Yep, half damage on a fail and no damage on a succeed. He won't be untouchable.
Yes, but that's only on death saves.
True.
Cone of Cold is a con save.
All right, yeah, there's that. I mean, you can't be completely invulnerable. That would suck.
Yeah.
Because then there would be no challenge to it. But finding the way to build the most defensive type of character you can so that he can be offensive at the same time. It's kind of tricky.
Or you can
definitely
just
fun.
have Chapo critical you twice.
Yeah, that's true too. Or what's his name? Delanos? No, the other one. The guy in the red armor. Reveros. Reveros, that's it. Yeah, he dropped Jeb down to nothing. Okay. So
one more after that.
Jubei. Yeah, right. Jubei's done the same thing basically. All right.
All right. So making the dot. I'm just making the dots bigger for that list there.
Okay.
All right. So Sister Self is right here. You don't see her. This reddish ring here.
Well, you're not sharing.
Yeah, you're not broadcasting anymore.
Just give me a second. I will.
Sure.
All right. So. Okay, so this is the ring. The ring that is here. So they tell you, please open your minds to us. And you open your minds and you feel everything that you are transported. If your eyes are open, then you see everything around you starts turning really white, bright. Okay. And your vision kind of it overloads. It doesn't hurt you or blind you. It just overloads because of the white. And then instinctively, you close your eyes, and then you feel the brightness leave your eyelids, and you open your eyes, and you are in here. Okay. When you look this way, you see this. You see this ring like this. Oh, that's kind of fucked up, but right, and it's just a cylinder, right? And then you see a silhouette of something in here. Okay. like this. Okay, and this is a solid color, and it's you can see the image. You just can't see exactly what it looks like. Okay, and these are just walls. They're like 20 feet tall, so that everybody is contained in the area. And so the three mind masters are right here, and you see like every so often one of the other ones is placed like this. Okay. So they're all around the ring. Okay. And they all like put their hands together like if they're praying. And these three are like begin. And so this ring disappears, and you see a copy of. All right, Will, what I want you to do is I want you to describe what your other self looks like, the Xanthar or whatever it is.
Yeah, hang on a second, I can probably do you one better.
Got a picture?
Yes, I do, actually.
All right, I'll stop sharing it. I'll let you.
Just a second to get to it.
I think you only used Zendaya twice, and then it was Harley.
The first time was the
rats, and then the second
Right.
time was the bard.
and then the second time was the bard, and after that it was done. So this is what Zandrea looks like, or looked like, before she became Harley Quinn. If y'all can see that, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty badass.
Yeah, she definitely was of High Elven descent. You could tell that straight away. Definitely was more of the high and mighty highfalutin, if you will. Wouldn't say uppity, but then again, at the same time, I wouldn't say she was, common class either. Had a bit of an air to her, if you will. And then poof, she was gone. But that's what she looked like. So that's what the person in the middle of the ring looks like.
Okay, so that's what she looks like, everybody. Dang it. I hate my computer sometimes.
Can hear your hard drive working overtime.
Whatever, dude. All right, so, what's her name again? Zan what?
It is spelled. I'll spell it for you.
Okay.
It is spelled Zahdrea. Zandrea.
Andrea, but with the Z. Andrea, but with the Z.
Yes.
Okay.
Like that?
Yes.
All right.
Great. Okay.
The maniac face. Okay.
Okay. So, we're going with the initiative order, which Harley, you go first.
Okay, so
she is just walking towards you guys. Her same exact walk, just like you do, but she's just walking calmly towards you guys.
right. Harley's going to walk 30 feet forward. And then she's not really sure. No, this is a test. And this was her. So she doesn't really want to. She doesn't want to destroy herself, even if it's her former self. So she'll walk 30 feet toward her, and then just kind of, she'll pull her bat just in case, but she won't activate it just yet, and she'll be like, "Who are you?"
You telepathically you hear you.
I don't know who you are anymore.
I'm the you that you could have been, and I'm the you that you keep fucking around with me with. Decide who the fuck you want to be. And she screams at you real loud, and everybody can hear the scream. Decide! All right, is your turn over?
Yeah, that's it. That's all she's got.
All right, Raz.
The scream kind of startles me. I look around to see which one of the people in our group is the biggest one, comparatively. If anybody can answer that question for me.
Harley's like 5'3", so it's definitely not going to be her.
Adrian's like 5'8".
Oliver's 6 feet.
Jander's 5'11".
Okay.
Actually, no, he's more like 5'10".
You don't want to hide behind me. No, don't hide behind me. I'm frail.
Well, I can hide pretty much behind any of y'all. But that's my first movement is to decide who to hide behind. I do recognize Andrin, and wait, do I? I thought it was Arden. Yeah, I recognize Andrin. And
Yeah, we went to Sword Coast.
Yeah,
Luskin.
And I go and kind of hide, but try to hide behind him. Which, if anybody's bigger than me, I can do. And at this point, it's just after that I load my crossbow with looking at the lady again, kind of. I'm gonna try on. Say again.
Who'd you go behind?
Adrin. I'm using Adrin as kind of like a hide behind person.
Okay.
For now, until he moves.
Adrin, the literal and figural meat shield. Literal and figurative meat shield.
And I take out the radiant and I load it in my bolt or my crossbow, and then I just chill out for right now. That's my action.
Okay.
I'm not sure what we're actually supposed to do, and considering Harley didn't attack, I wasn't sure if we were supposed to.
Okay. So Sister Self. Sister Self walks forward the rest of her movement to where she is 10 feet in front of Harley. She says, "You bitch. You left me. I love you so much." And she screams this scream, okay? And it reaches out and touches everybody like that. Okay? So everybody needs to make a will save.
Ooh.
All right. What do you use for will?
It's a wisdom save, and I got a 14.
All right. You need a 15. If you do not get a 15, you'll take half damage.
21.
I mean, if you don't get a 15, you'll take full damage. You take
15 on the dot.
All right. So roll damage.
Oh god, I'm gonna freaking go down already.
No, you're not.
I have 15 hit points.
That's it. I got a 9.
All right. So this is coming in waves. All right. So I want you guys to pay attention for me. Okay. From sister to right here, you will take 12 points of damage from right there. Okay? If you are here, you will take 6 points of damage. If you're there, between those two lines, you'll take 3 points of damage.
So if you saved, you took 1.
Great.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. Never
So
mind.
Harley, you took 12. Unless you save, then you take half, 6. And as she screams, part of her face, the brown skin that she is, breaks off, and you can see there's white underneath it. All right, so Adrian, your turn.
Bonus action, Blade Song, and Zandrea has to make a Constitution save, DC 17.
DC what?
DC 17.
17. Okay. She makes her save.
Okay, so the Elemental Bane doesn't work, so that's my turn. I'm Blade Song, so I have a 25 AC.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Aha! There we are. Okay. Next will be Oliver.
All right. I'm gonna move kind of southeast for my current direction or for my current position. Just spread out. So like 30 feet. And then I'm gonna.
So you
Yeah.
want to move where?
Yeah, like southeast.
Okay. How far?
Like
To the wall?
20 feet. No, southeast, not southwest.
Oh, sorry.
So like, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then I will, I'll do it. No, might as well just use some spells. Yeah. I will take out my rod. Looks just like the picture. It's a spiraling piece of wood that's got a pearl in the middle, and just wave his finger around it, and it's just a bunch of crackling, and then finally just this long strip of energy just comes out, and I chuck it at it, and I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt. Because that's a fun spell. And I gotta roll to hit. Great. Oh, but that's good though. That's good. 19.
That'll miss.
What? Oh, I'm never gonna hit this thing. Okay, great.
You never know that.
Okay. With a 19 AC? No, I'm level 2, dude.
You never know.
Okay, fine. Yeah, and then I'll use, no, I can't do anything for my bonus action. So, yeah.
Okay. Her turn again. She runs up to Harley. And... Oh, wrong color. She punches you. Right across the face. She says, 15 gonna hit? No, huh?
No. Harley's AC right now is 18.
Okay. She punches you once, and then she's gonna try and punch you again. That's gonna be a 19, so she hits you that time.
Yep.
All right. And you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
She yells at you. She just screams, like a fucking like animalistic like guttural roar. Just, I hate you. I love you. She laughs. Jander, your turn.
Can I see what type of armor she's wearing?
Yeah. It's armor.
Metal armor?
You're not really sure what kind of material it is.
Okay.
It looks, if for all intent and purposes, it looks like the picture, like metal.
Okay.
But make a wisdom check, ability check for me. Or actually, no, I would say make an arcana check. Sorry.
Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be Arcana plus 2. 16.
Okay. So you're pretty sure it looks exactly like what regular armor looks like, but from your affinity with metal and all that stuff, you can tell that it's not metal.
Okay.
But it looks just like armor. You know what I mean? But it almost feels like it has an energy to it. But you get that feel from her just in general too. You know what I mean?
And has she been damaged so far?
No, she hasn't been touched yet.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take. Can I get to her with my full movement of 30 feet?
Yeah, you should be able to.
All right. I would like to move up to her, and I'm going to cast Searing Smite at a 2nd level.
All right, you get to right there, you'll be able to tag her.
All right. And then I'm going to attack with my mace.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. That's going to be 4 regular damage, and then 10 fire damage. And then on her turn, she has to make a saving throw. Con saving throw.
All right, she will roll a 19 when she does that.
All right, she will not be on fire after that.
Okay, so she took how much total damage this time?
Let's see. That is going to be 4, 6, 10, 14.
Okay. Sorry, I had to write it down. Keep track of it. Okay. If that is your turn, then it'll be Harley, your turn.
Free object interaction. She's going to pull out her baseball bat. I'm not giving up on me. I don't know who you are anymore. Good night, sister. And she's going to say, swing at her. And that's going to be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. So there's 4. That's going to be a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage, along with 8 points of acid damage.
Just give me the total when you read it.
18 points of damage from the baseball bat.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, she is going to cast Shield of Faith on herself. So her AC has gone up to 20. And that's her turn.
Okay. Raz, your turn.
All right. Considering she's now attacked us, I peek around, have my bolt of lightning in, and I fire from my hiding spot behind Arden. And I just rolled a nat 20.
All right. Give me your max damage.
Alrighty. Hold on one sec. Let me go back in there. That's a D8 plus since I'm using those.
Now you just take 2d8. You give me max. What's your max damage?
Yeah.
Period?
It's the 2d8, and then that's plus the
66 of sneak attack.
Do what?
You get your sneak attack doubled as well, so
Yeah. All right.
No. Yes. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. What?
Yes.
36
Alright.
plus 16.
D8.
So 52.
Glad someone else did that damage. Now I should be getting. Is that including with my lightning damage?
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that in there too. That's actually. Yeah, so it'll be 58 points of damage.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys.
It hits her. She doesn't make a sound. She's all about screaming to Harley, though. Okay. Then it's her turn. She reaches out and make a dexterity save, Rasmin.
Okay. That's no proficiency. That's just a dex roll, right?
It's your. If you're not proficient in it, then it's just
rogues
your-
are proficient in dexterity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's what-
she
I was
gets-
just asking first. So that's my D8. Okay, D20 plus 8. That's
Okay.
a dirty 20.
All right. So you're going to take half damage of this. Okay.
Okay.
You take 7 points of force damage.
Was it
Yeah.
half the 7 or is it just 7?
No, that's the half. That's the
Okay.
half. It was 15, but it was half.
Okay.
So you take 7 points of force damage, and you are thrown prone as she is trying to pull you towards her, but you resisted enough, but you're gonna fall on your face.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you're basically like on a knee, but like you kind of fell forward, like if you had tripped on something.
Yeah.
You're on all fours. And then she is going to punch Harley again. That's going to miss. And that's going to be her turn. Adrian.
I'm going to cast haste on myself, and I'm going to move to the square south of her, of Zandrea.
Okay.
And I'm using my haste action to use my staff. Zandrea has to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
All right. She rolled a dirty 20.
She's just resisting everything. Okay, she is not held.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh, I thought you had more than that because you're hasted.
No, I use my action to cast haste, and then I use my haste action to cast Hold Monster.
Ah, okay.
Because I
Alright.
use my staff.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oliver.
All right. Well, this is gonna go great. So, yeah, just gonna use my rod. Like this piercing beam of cold goes out to her. She's got to make a con save.
Okay.
Just gonna cast frostbite.
All right. She fails it.
It's 14, so I don't know if she fails.
Okay.
Does she?
Yeah, she fails.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. So she takes, whoa, yay, 1 point of cold damage, and she has disadvantage on her next attack.
Cool. All right. So.
Oh, and
Harley-
I use my bonus action to gain a spell slot back.
Okay. So with her, she is going to She looks at you, Harley, and she says, she starts laughing, and she says, "You're gonna be me one day, and then you're gonna want me back. But that's okay, Harley. I'm gonna make you be me now." And she fucking tries to punch you again.
At disadvantage.
So, yeah, 13 is gonna miss. All right, that's just the first attack, right?
Yeah, it's just the first one. That's it.
Okay. So she misses, and she rolls around, and she misses again. She thought she was gonna be cool and like whip around and fucking kick you, but she's not doing that so good. All right, Jander.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Searing Smite at a level 2 again
Okay.
as a bonus action. And I'm going to hit her with my mace, or attempt to.
Okay.
That's going to be 21.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, 21.
That'll hit.
All right. So that's 5, 8, 12 points of damage, and she's on fire. She needs to make a con save.
Okay. She doesn't save.
All right, and then she'll be on fire again her next turn.
Okay.
And take 2d6.
Harley.
Okay, swinging. Free object interaction. Harley's going to draw her pistol, her hand cannon. She's going to swing with her baseball bat. That's going to be a 24 to hit. So she'll take 17 points of damage. Then Harley, using her feet with hand cannons, will attack with her hand cannon. And that is going to be a 16 to hit.
That'll miss.
And as a... Is it a bonus action? Oh, no, wait, those are all actions. Right? Yep, that's it. Sorry, that's it.
Okay. All right. Raz.
All right. Raz pushes himself up off the ground all the way. Says, okay, I'm moving a little bit further away, and he moves south from where he's at, a full pace. It's at 25 feet as far as he can move in one go. Yep, that's about where I was expecting. And he tries to attack, and unfortunately misses with a 15.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah. He take his bonus action. He just reloads his weapon, this time with a radiant bolt.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. So her turn.
She'll take 6 damage of fire damage.
All right. Can she make another roll? Or
Every turn she gets, she makes a roll.
okay.
But she's already rolled on this one, so.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. So for her turn, her face sinks in to where it looks like this picture over here. She doesn't look anything like what she's used to. Okay. And these purple like veins start coursing around her head like this. All right. And this ring of energy blows away from her. All right. Everybody needs to make a charisma save.
Looks kind of like a Yanti.
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
I got a 22.
All right, you're fine.
I got a
14.
20.
You got a
16.
what? Raz?
16.
Okay. Oliver?
16 as well.
All right. Jander?
14.
Okay. All right. So, Harley, you got like 20 something, right?
Harley got a 20. She
Okay.
rolled really high.
Okay. So, whoever didn't get a 20, these like purple tendrils fly out and wrap around you, and they shock the fucking shit out of you. All right, so it'll be 17. Okay. Hold on. You're not dead yet. I already hear what you're saying. Okay. If you're here, you take full damage of the 17. Okay.
How
You're
much?
here, you'll take 9. And if you're back here, you take 5. Alright.
So Oliver and Razine take 9.
No. Yeah. No, Rasmussen took 5, Oliver took 9.
Yeah, Xander, you take 17.
And you 3 are on your ass. As it shocks the crap out of you and then just lets you go because it kind of lifts you in the air. That's her turn.
Okay.
Adrian.
I will say you will stop, and she has to make a wisdom saving throw, and I am using an inspiration to make her roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Alright. She just rolled a 15. No, that's a 18 plus 5. That's a 23. That's an 18. The next roll is nat 20. So does she makes it, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
17. So
Alright, she makes it.
okay. Okay, I am done with this one. Then I'm gonna use my haste action to lightning bolt her.
Okay.
Dexterity save.
Alright. She
As I
fails.
roll. Oh, I. So that is. Yeah. So she takes full damage as I get her with a lightning bolt. Okay, so. She took 38 points of lightning damage.
Damn.
Nice. If you're done, it'll be Oliver's turn.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay, first off, free action, gonna drink a damn potion, cause ow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2d4 plus 2. Great start. 1 and 4. Okay, so 7. Right, sort of close to full. We're not there yet. And I'll just shout out, who's looking rough? Just like who in general is fucked up.
That would be Jander.
All right. Healing word at you. So you gain 6 hit points back.
Thank you.
And then I will throw another frostbite at her. She's got to make a con save of 14 again.
Okay. I mean, no.
Huh?
No.
Okay. So she takes 5 cold damage and disadvantage on her next attack. And I'll move to the right like 10 feet. And back like 10 feet.
Okay. She's gonna punch you again, Harley.
Disadvantage.
Okie doke.
Yeah, so she rolled a crit fail. So she goes to punch you, Harley. Make an attack roll.
Sure. 25.
Roll max damage.
Max damage is going to be 46, which is 24 points plus 5, so that'd be 29 points of damage.
Alright. So she goes to attack you, and what she does instead is she falls forward on top of you. She grabs at your hand cannon and accidentally triggers it, but you move it in a way to where it shoots her right underneath her chin.
Ow.
And excuse me. You shoot this part of her face off.
Well, that's not going to buff out.
And she falls to the floor and dissipates. These 3 over here disappear, and sort of all of them, they all disappear one by one going around this way. And they reappear in front of you.
Holy shit, they're like 15 times bigger than they were.
They reappear as just balls of energy.
That
Right.
accent, man.
They're like, okay, Harley. Now it's time for you to choose who you want to be. You don't need the makeup anymore if you don't want. But if that's who you are, then that's who you are. Okay, so you are cured of the mental illness that your character had, of feeling that you were fighting with yourself to see who you were.
Right.
You need to make your choice now. You're either Harley Quinn or you're Zandrea.
She doesn't know who Zandrea is. She doesn't remember anymore the mannerisms or anything like that. All she knows is Harley Quinn. So that's who she is.
Okay, so from this point on, she's Harley Quinn, and Zandrea will not bother her anymore.
Now, if you can just show me how to turn off the voices, that would be great.
They stopped. Once you defeated her, they stopped.
Okay, so she has full control over her telekinetic powers now, or telepathic powers?
Yeah. So when that happens, you have like this this Magneto moment where you get this energy bubble around you. You lift off all the ground and your eyes turn white, You're like ultimate power in itty bitty package.
All right, Super Saiyan time, bitches.
So yeah, you're good. So they say okay. They go clap on, and you guys are back in the monastery, just like that.
Cool.
So I know you got to go.
Yeah.
So Adrian, I'm guessing you're going to teleport everybody back.
Yep.
All right. So you guys teleport back. Before you leave, these people, they hand you this circuit. Okay. And they say that it will help you focus your energy just that much more for just a little while.
Okay.
They say that once you get to a certain power level, you won't need it anymore. They say basically you wear it until you're second on level, Mystic. And
Okay.
then after that, you won't have to have it. It's just to help you with any residual negative energy at all. It'll keep it out.
Okay.
It also means that you won't get any bad dreams and you won't have any fucking episodes. It's kind of like Magneto's helmet, where it blocks out the telepathic intrusions that you don't want.
I got you.
Okay.
Works for me. Thanks.
And everybody else is given a ring of mind shielding. And that's it. And then you guys are transported back to Lumina. And Pink is like, good job. Go to bed. Here's 300 gold.
When we teleported into a room that doesn't have any windows. It's stone make, and I have to summon down a thing for us to go up. And when we go back up,
Yes.
Oliver recognized it. We're in the inner sanctum.
Oh,
Okay.
I've
shoot.
never been here before.
Yeah, the teleportation circles in the lower part of the tower, underneath the. That's why there's no rooms underneath my office. Is that so?
Because it's a giant chute.
It's supposed to be secret, so don't tell anyone.
Tell me
Great.
what.
Hey, I have a flashy thingy. Hang on a second. Jebediah runs up and flashy thingies everybody.
Jebediah?
Yeah, you know, Jebediah, the other archmage.
Oh, okay.
Flashy thingy, from Men in Black. Flashy thingy.
Oh,
The
I could
neutralizer.
have bought a full of modified
thought-
memory.
okay.
Eh.
Too much work.
All right.
Too high of a
So,
spell.
with that, we'll end the hunt for Harley. And Harley, you are free to be Harley.
Yay! Thank you.
Yes. All right. So, anybody that did watch, I know we had somebody watching for a little while. Anyways, if you do watch or you do watch later, thank you for watching. Thank you all for coming. I know it was really short. And I apologize for it going over so far. I know you needed to crash, man. So
Yeah,
I'll let you
it's
go.
all good. The character development, I love it. Thanks.
All right.
Real quick before I leave, XP wise, was this a tier 1 or 2?
This is a 2.
Okay, cool.
You guys
All
just ended up beating the shit out of her faster than I expected.
Well, not a bad thing.
Glad we could help.
I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great night. I will talk to y'all later.
All right. And with that, we'll stop broadcast.